and the lies stacked tall. My red, white, and blue heart starts at answering the call. Question everything. Don't swallow the lies they try to sell. 'Cause sometimes logic fails and it drags this nation straight to hell. Conspiracy analysts digging for the truth they try to hide. We the people stand together with our hands on hearts and full of pride. This is my home, my blood, my heritage, my sacred ground. My country's not for sale, and we'll never back down.
What is up? What is up, folks? It is good to be with y'all tonight. I see everybody piling into the chat. Hopefully there'll be a lot more before it's over, and I'm sure there will be. So what better way to spend a Saturday night than with yours truly, your not so humble host, and of course the man, Jon Bray. Been looking forward to this for a while, and I know everybody else has been too. So we'll bring him in here in just a few minutes, and we'll get rocking and rolling. I do want to say, there's been a lot of developments in the past few days, past week, give or take. So there's been a lot of developments in this, in this part of the investigation, particularly. So I'm guessing probably several of y'all are going to have some questions about how maybe it affects, his overall conclusions, or just questions in general, just to Anyway, all that being said, I would love to see questions in the chat. Obviously, I will do my best and watch the regular chats, but it gets to be a bit much. So, I'm just letting you know a for sure way. If you've got something that you want to ask, a for sure way to get that asked is going to be a super chat. Like I said, I'll try to watch the regular chat too, but that's just the way it is. The super chats are a whole lot easier to pick out, So just do what y'all can there. I appreciate everybody being here. Love y'all. We will, let's see, there was something else I wanted. Oh, yes. Y'all give me just a second here. I totally forgot about it. I was going to show y'all something. While we wait on Jon. Jon will be here in just a minute. I don't know if y'all noticed. I'm sure some of you did, but he did trigger smart a few minutes ago, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm just going to go through the chat first real quick, see who all's in here. Yeah, he did trigger smart a few minutes ago, and he needed just a few minutes in between. So he's definitely coming. He will be here. Don't freak out and leave anybody. Just hold up. Promise he'll be right here. We got Kay Kirkland. Good to see you, Kirkland. Jax, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see. Nosy Google. Well, let's see. That was early this morning. Is Nosy back in here? Oh, yep. Looks like she is. Good to see you, Nosy. Good to see you. Miss Debbie, how are you doing? I was lurking. I seen you in Trigger's chat earlier, so I was thinking then, I bet she better show up for my chat too. I knew you would, though. Miss Susan, Hall Monitor in the house. How are you doing, Miss Susan? Always great to see you. And yes, right off the bat, reminding everybody, please like and subscribe. And of course, a little share never hurts either, but mainly those two right there. Let's see. Made it on time. Penny, awesome. Awesome. And I was like 10 minutes after, so I was right on time too. It's just great. Everybody's being punctual today. All right, let's see. We got Rick in the house. Kelly, always good to see you. Yeah, he said hard stop at 6. I know how that goes. And he said he needed a few minutes in between. Look, I told him just do what he had to do, so he'll be here in a minute. I can guarantee you. I'm not too worried about that. So he'll definitely be here. You killing me, Smalls. Good to see you, Smalls. Tony Wilson, what's up, buddy? He says I should be paying attention more. I didn't read the previous chat, so I'm not sure what we're referring to, but buddy, we could all probably be paying attention more to a lot of things. Let's see. Yep, Smalls, Gary. Gary knows. Gary knows. I've got some more. I got some more emojis coming up in the very near future. I've been playing around with. Let's see. Diecast in the house. Been a minute since I've seen you. Good to see you here. Let's see. We got Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. Always good to see you. Mystic Gypsy is in. Oh, we got a true celebrity in the house, folks. Y'all all show Mystic lots of love. It's not often she gets to pop up in here. She's always busy. Always good to see her here, though, when she can be here. Let's see. Let's see. Who else we got? Oh, yeah, we got the Real One podcast in the house, of course. That all we got right now? I know there'll be more coming. Let's see. Let's see. Stacy, actually on time for once. Don't feel bad. It's hard to do. Punctuality is not one of my strong points either. So you can ask my wife; she'll tell you about that. Good to see you, Stacy. Let's see who else we got. Well, the engagement is amazing, though. We got lots of conversations going, which is what I love. Adrienne, how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Miss Debbie Smith with the first super chat. I'd like to know if he thinks the jet that flew over has anything to do with the sound of the bang. All righty. We will definitely see what he says about that, Miss Debbie. Let's see. Girly 1209. Good to see you in here, Girly. I'm thankful for every single one of y'all that has that's here. Like I said, I'm sure there'll be more here in the next. I tell you what, I swear it's like these people are conspiring against me. I set this up a long time ago, been planning on this. And then I'm cruising through YouTube earlier, and I happened to notice, oh, that's great. That's great. Valhalla, Jesse on Fire, Baron Coleman, and who was the other one? I can't remember. They're going live at 6. I was like, oh, that's just lovely. It's going to be hard to pry people away from that, but either way, I'm sure we'll do just fine. Let's see. Well, look at there. There he is. There he is. Let me bring him on in. What's up, John? How you doing this evening?
I can't hear you. What's going on?
You can't hear me?
Hold up.
Nope.
I might need to exit, come back in. I can't hear you. All right, I'll be right back.
Little technical difficulty, folks. We will be rolling here in just a minute. What about now?
Nope. Still can't hear you. No. Let me look at my settings. All right, I think I got it. Say something.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, there we go. It's amazing what two rednecks can figure out when they put their minds together.
I rubbed two brain cells together and there, get it going.
Yep. I always talk about people that's got two brain cells to rub together. So you know what? Some people it takes two to have two brain cells to rub together. But anyway, so how you doing?
Good. Sorry.
I know you've had a long week.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Let me grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go ahead. Missed yesterday due to life. Oh God, I know all about that, Kirkland. Trust me, I know all about that. I have life hits me all the time. I know exactly what you mean by that, about life hitting. Look at there, Stacy said, John's in the house, let's go. Yeah, so you've done a few this week. And besides, I know you got all your other stuff going on. How's the YouTube channel going? Have y'all actually got it? Are y'all still just working on content right now, or have you actually got it up and going?
No, we got it going. This is I think we did our usually we were recording them and like a week in advance, but I was gone for a week. And so we had to record and edit and upload all on the same day.
Oh
The
yeah,
wife was not happy with that. She was like, never again.
never again.
Yeah, but I think that was our 4th episode, Blue Mountain Living. If y'all want to check
Blue
out
Mountain Living.
good
Yeah.
wholesome content.
Is that so? Just Blue Mountain Living on
Yep.
YouTube. Okay. Yeah. I'll pop that in the chat, and then I'll get you to. I'm lazy. It's my bad, and for some reason I don't ever think about it ahead of time. I'll get you to shoot me your links too, and I'll throw them in the description when we get done.
Yeah.
Let's see, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat right now, guys, and then we'll get rolling. Let's see if I can find my own live stream. There we go. All right, Blue Mountain Living. I was telling last night, me and Matt and Greg did a live stream, and we were talking about just censorship in general, and how things can get complicated with a YouTube channel. I was telling them what I heard you say, and I guess it may have been on Black Line Brief, but
Yeah.
how the same content that's been up on your channel forever, and then you put your name, you attach your name to it, and then all of a sudden they start
It's like
hitting you.
once a day. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is just crazy. And like you said, really not even stuff that
It's
you
not,
would
they
think
don't
would be
even
an
flag
issue.
like the right section. I can go through the whole video and be like, oh, that's way worse. Like,
Yeah.
why are you telling me at 3 seconds? There's nothing there. Like 28 is way worse. Like,
Right?
it just seems like they just nitpick whatever they want, and there's little or no recourse. It's just like kangaroo court, YouTube.
Yeah.
If they take it, don't waste your time. Just
Yeah. Like a what do you call like a circular firing squad, I guess. I mean, like there's
yeah.
yeah, it's bad. I've not ever had it happen, but I've heard horror stories. I mean, unless you're a Candace Owens or somebody like that. Now, something like that gets taken down, and especially if there's no legit reason. I mean, they got people. She could probably call the vice president or maybe even the CEO of YouTube.
No, they're making enough money off those ads that
Right.
stuff like that. They're probably wanting to let ride, but
Yeah, they're way more lax on the rules on people like that. A lot of times people always attribute that to, like, ooh, why she get to. I don't think it's got anything to do with CIA ties or, anything like that. I
no,
feel like
it's viewership. I mean, YouTube needs eyeballs. Their
and the
whole
ones that bring the most eyeballs.
their whole money is all made off of you, making you watch these ads. I feel like I'm back as a kid. I remember as a kid, like having to watch commercials in between broadcast television, thinking like, why am I doing this? I always felt like such a cuck having to watch these
Yeah.
commercials. And now I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We cut the cable
Yep.
to get away from the commercials, and now there's commercials on. You play for Netflix, they got commercials. I'm like, what is
God,
it?
I know.
I just cut it off. I don't even watch anything
Everybody's
anymore.
realized it. It took a little bit, but then all of a sudden they realized, because look, that's what paid for TV for years was strictly advertisement, so they learned pretty quick that a little bit different platform, but same, yep, same principle.
A book doesn't have advertisements. I'll
That's
flip the
exactly
pages.
right.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with it no more. I got
But I'll
used
tell
to
you
not
what.
having it.
I have found a book has just as many interruptions though.
Especially when you got kids.
Oh God, 4 of them. Yep.
God bless
no
you
book
for it.
reading.
Good for you.
Yeah. Hey, look, people talking about the whole population, the numbers dropping and all that stuff. Like I've done my part, guys.
Yeah.
So
He's plus two.
that's
Two.
right. That's right. Barron, he's +6, but it is what it is. You got anything? You been doing anything new? Any more testing? Anything groundbreaking that's been going on with you lately?
No, not really. I've been so busy. Just same old, same old. I mean,
What me and you talked a long time ago about it, but I know that you were hitting up several or trying to find somebody maybe that had some firearms background and possibly currently some access to.
somebody
Has that
that
ever
could
gone
shoot-
anywhere?
if somebody wants to shoot some 30 caliber round. Doesn't matter what 30 caliber round. It's some ballistic gel. I'll send you some ballistic gel, and you record it, and then
Man,
we
I've got a 30 caliber. I got a 300
yeah
blackout. I got a
yeah.
yeah.
I'll send you a hunk of ballistic gel, and you record shooting that thing with your cell phone, and we can
Yeah.
pick the frequency out of it. I already have every
I got a Canon
video.
camera too. I know I hear
Yeah.
you brag about that Canon footage on the audio part.
Yeah, every video that I've been able to scrape off of YouTube of someone shooting ballistic gel with 30 caliber makes that make excuse me makes that same frequency that we picked up
Mm-hmm.
from
Shoot, yeah.
the camera. So that's one thing we recreate. As far as like the explosive size go, the legality of that came hard and fast on me when I
Right.
started getting into that. That was you know, while it is technically not explicitly illegal for you to make that substance, if you do anything with that substance, it's very
Right.
very illegal, especially
Right.
if you move it anywhere. So
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
it makes the acquiring it very difficult, and then the handling of it is extremely dangerous. You know,
It just seems like there would be somebody out there that had all the proper.
bro, what about these high speed channels? Like these people that do the high speed cameras and stuff. Like they've done so
Well,
much of the shape charges. Like
there's
they've had whole
plenty of
specials on them.
PETN videos on YouTube,
Yeah, I know.
C4 for that matter.
Yeah,
Go
somebody
hang out
just,
at their place. You know,
I
don't make
know.
them come to you.
They need to come on with it. They can have
Yeah.
the content of the century by putting half a gram of that stuff in a.
Yeah, I mean,
in
you
a,
don't even have to be standing there, right? Yeah,
no,
just tell
I'll
them
send
what you
them the
want.
Rode
And,
mic. Yeah, I'll send
yeah.
them the diagram of it. It's easy to make. It's like probably 35 cents of 3D printer filament and probably 30 cents of copper and you know, the half gram of the charge. And
You think you could get by 3D printing the cone in there, or
oh
would
yeah,
that
for
have to?
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
they got copper filament in the 3D printers now. So
No, I
yeah.
know. I'm going to
Yeah.
get me some. I hadn't got me any
Yeah,
yet, but
I've seen people have already tested the cones. They work really well.
I've
So
already got it in my cart. I got copper. I got stainless steel. I've got
you can do some,
titanium.
you can do some damage with it. I can tell you what,
Yeah.
that's pretty. And especially now that you can do CAD with like Claude Code, and
Mm-hmm.
you can just, you know, if you're patient enough and you can get the right prompts, you don't have to know CAD or drafting, and
Right.
they can make your SolidWorks, you know, program to plug right into
Ain't that something?
your mill machine or your 3D printer or whatever you want. Yeah,
Yeah.
the doors are off. It's a whole new world out there. People are just, they
The
haven't.
doors are off.
Yeah, it's made the run of the mill standard redneck a very dangerous
A
individual.
dangerous person.
Yeah.
Look here. So this is the what this is. So for years, you've always had that particular class, people that knew stuff and had access to stuff. And these are the kind of people that literally walk around all day long bumping into stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and they may have certain skills, they may have certain access. Most of them are just not very, you know, no common sense whatsoever. Just all right. And you had folks like us, and we might not have as much pedigree, education wise, or any of that, or access, but you know, generally, to survive in the kind of places we survive in, you got to have a little common sense.
Yeah, common sense and willpower. is the
You
two
get
things
somebody
you can-
like me or you know, access.
Yeah,
Totally
Yeah.
different world.
yeah, that's where we're at.
Because it's always us, you know, it's always us guys that are having all these ideas, and then it's always somebody else that gets to follow through on those ideas, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it used to be layers of gatekeepers. It was about who you
Yeah.
know and what you had access to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of eroded away now. We're not really dealing with that anymore.
Right.
You know, we don't have to have the FBI run analysis for us anymore. We can run our own analysis. We don't need a manufacturing facility to make something for us. We can plug it into our 3D printer and have a working model, you know, by the end of the night.
Crazy.
And flesh it out and see what doesn't work about it and make another. So it's
Yeah. Oh,
it's,
that's crazy.
yeah.
I never thought about 3D printing that in there. I guess you could, and I guess the worst that could happen is if by chance it didn't hold. I mean, I guess then you could go the route of getting something and machining it. Um, but I mean, yeah, I guess in theory, I
It's
mean,
not really that complicated. Like it's all
no,
about you get the cone angle right and you get the general dimensions right. It's like an instrument. It's all about the ratio of the diameter, length, and then the
hmm
angle of the cone.
just
When
seems
you
like if for some reason you didn't have, you know, it being layered like it is, that it might have the tendency to come apart if at least it didn't go down. You know, if you didn't lay your layers down real good. But
yeah,
I guess on a good, you know, obviously you'd have to go 100%. You don't want no, you want 100% infill on something like that.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I guess it'd probably work.
yeah. It's not a complicated thing, and it's well documented. The books are available for it. They'll give you all
Yeah.
the math around it, the geometry. Like there's people that have pretty small outfits that make it for a living. That make like decommissioning for when you buy like military ordnance and things like that to ensure that that they're not live. You can buy little kits to blow holes and stuff to make sure there's no charge left in them, or
Right.
oh look, somebody carried over from Sugar Smart.
That's
Look
what
at
I was just saying. Welcome, welcome.
that.
I didn't get to watch the last few minutes, and a matter of fact, the thought crossed my mind. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna say where he's going when he gets off
I
there.
didn't get a chance to. We were running, so I was looking at the clock. I was like, oh, I tried to post it. I tried to show on my Instagram that I was doing a double
Okay,
header. So see if
it's all
people
good. It's
carry
all
over.
good. I like that cross pollination. That's what's you know. You got so many of these creators out here now that act like for me to gain a subscriber means they have to lose one.
Yeah,
You know, it's not like that. And yeah, I don't know. There's more than enough people out there to go around. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Some of these
There's-
people, it's just like, man. Yeah. Anyway, I'm always glad to see people from other chats, and I love dropping into other people's chats and seeing.
Hey, did you get a new mic? Look at you.
I
Is this
did.
and listen? Look at you, you're all pro now.
Hey, I tell you what, you know, yeah, yeah, you know,
You ain't
when
got
you,
batteries running out no more.
right, well, let me just, I gotta, so I still have my batteries running out.
Okay.
And it's a dumb reason why, because I ordered the daggum thing. I ordered it, and then about a week later, I was like, "Where is that thing? It's Amazon. Should have been here in 2 or 3 days." Checked, and I guess the card that I had tried to order it with showed needed updated or whatever. You know,
Oh
it
yeah,
expired.
I deal with that
And
all the
my
time.
lazy ass just ain't gone back in there
That's all right.
and reordered it. So I've got to have one of those soon. But yeah, it is what it is.
It happens.
One of these days it'll all be perfect, I guess, maybe. But
Yep.
so man,
I'm
there's a
trying to
lot.
think what we covered last time. I'm sure there's something new that that I that I've done,
Let's
but
see. Last
uh,
time there's been so all right. What about this? Because I know we touched some on the audio, of course, and we talked a lot about. So there's been a lot about Harpo, and there's also been I have not gone through and analyzed or really even looked that closely, but I do know recently on X there have been some competing audio theories, I guess you could say. I do know that I've heard people talking about some other audio experts doing analysis that say no, that's not indeed what happened. Have you heard any of those or lately, like in the last month or a couple
yeah,
weeks?
but it's pretty much the same thing. Like they're trying to say that the shot came from the crowd or came from somewhere else, and they base it off one angle. Like they'll have one audio source, and they're like, "Oh, it's impossible that it happened." So
Yeah,
they don't provide any data. They say, "Oh, you can DM me and I'll give you the data."
yeah,
But it's like
DM me.
that's not how it works, bro. Like you give the data. If you're gonna make a claim, you give the
Yeah,
data to show the claim. Like
yeah,
I've showed how it's done. Like you should give your source files, you give your code to what you ran the analysis with, and you allow other people to run it. It's the scientific method. You come with
yes.
a thesis, you give the people
Then you
to
prove that
reproduce
thesis
that
out.
thesis, yeah, and then it's when third parties take the same data set you have, they use the same script you have, they look it over and say everything's good, and they run it and come to the same conclusion. That's becomes, you know, It's
I
a lot.
mean,
Every person that does that, it's shoring up the fact that it's not a one-off, right? You got
right.
multiple parties that come with the same idea. All of a sudden, you're moving past the hypothesis and you're moving towards to more of the reality of the situation.
Yeah,
I ran my
generally,
audio all the angles. Like
right.
I didn't exclude one. If it was a stereo recording that wasn't, obviously compressed to heck, I used it. And even these people's audio data that they did release, I use it too. Like there's literally no one that
Yeah.
has released any data that pertains to the audio that I haven't included into my data set. And
Right.
it all comes to the same conclusion. Like I wasn't like trying to shoehorn it in one direction or nothing. No,
Right.
I'm just honestly curious about what happened. I'm not trying to be the ambassador to one thing or another or put my stamp on the whole event to say that I came up with it. I was the first. I really don't care. It doesn't.
Right.
It's not a make or break
It's
for
the
me.
end result
I'm
that
not.
you're
I'm not making my life on the guy that came up with this theory about that. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't really care about people's opinions a whole lot. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's
Those
the
aren't.
end result that
Those aren't the
you're working
fruits.
towards.
Yeah, those aren't the fruits of my life. The fruits of my life are justice and truth.
Right.
That those are things that are internal. They last forever. Everyone benefits from them. Those are things I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So when I pursue something, I'm not trying to pursue it to be the guy that's right or try to be the guy that's backing up what his idea of what happened is. I'm literally just trying to find the truth.
That's what happens so many times is people just try to validate either their or somebody else's opinions, and that's what gets you in trouble. I mean, if you go out there to try to validate any it doesn't matter what kind of theory it is, if you're trying to validate a theory, then you are not doing it's not a real, true, thorough investigation.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I want all
you're
the
better off
data.
trying to disprove it than to validate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want all the data to align. When I run
Yeah.
across something that doesn't align with it, I dive deeper in it. I don't throw
Yeah.
it to the side. Like I'm going to figure out why it doesn't align. There's fruits there, and if you just throw it to the side because it doesn't align with what you think should happen, you're probably missing the bigger picture. Like I've been wrong about so much stuff in this whole event from the day one. I've had things wrong, and you know what?
Most people won't say that.
I get contrary information and I'm like, well, what I think doesn't line up with that. I dive in and I come with a new discovery. Like that's the whole reason I've come to this conclusion. This hadn't been all from Jon Bray's brain. This has literally been from people like throwing flack at me.
Yeah.
And they throw flack at me and I use it. It's just like you can waste it and you can ignore it or you can use it. And I use it. It's like mental judo. I take their momentum and I
mental
use
judo is okay. Gymnastics is not so good.
I take their momentum and I use it to move whatever direction I want to go forward. And the audio is a grand example of that. These dudes, they do good work. There's so much things that I've learned from them, but they get stuck on shoehorning the data into one thing or another so they can be the guy that discovered this. And it's just like they get lost in the fog of it, and they just need to take a step back, reapproach, and allow people that are have done prior work on it. They've already left it. Like there's you can build on other people's work. You don't have to like start from scratch with your own idea of what happened.
Right.
So that's what I've done. I've taken from, a lot of the data from like even a guy that did the analysis like CNN. Mm-hmm. Somebody gave me flack from that. They're like, "Oh, you're going to use the guy that's from CNN." I'm like, he's a professional. Like,
I mean, why not?
It's like what he does for a living. He's called into court cases to do like ballistic audio analysis. I'm thinking
it's data. I can analyze his data.
He probably knows a thing or two about it. If I look at what he's doing and his methodologies, I could probably learn a thing or two. And again, this is what it's like the whole approach to it. People ask me like, what makes you qualified to do this sort of thing? Well, it's called a functioning mind. And I use the ears that God gave me and the eyes that God gave me. And I look at the data and I use my mind and I stand on the shoulders of giants. There's so many people that are provided all the information of their life
Yeah.
learning and studying. It's all out there for you. You can go and digest the parts you need in the afternoon and apply it to your problem. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to spend 4 years in college learning how to do this. Like, the data is out there for you. You just have to apply yourself.
Yep.
And I just don't understand why people, rely on other people to do things for them.
When you discount when you discount any kind of data or information, related to what you are investigating, just because of who presents the data, I mean, that right there is, that's no way to work. So
yeah,
you've got to you got to consider everything. That's for sure. A lot of people do that though when they, from that guy. Well, why not take his data, look over it, see if it looks legit, and if it does look legit, take what he's got there and use it. I mean,
add to it. If
Yeah.
if your idea has merit, it doesn't matter as long as the data is accurate. It should build upon it, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to build upon it, and that's what I've done. I've just taken, other people's roadblocks, and I've turned them into stepping stones, and just keep
Yeah.
taking this thing forward. And I'll continue to do that.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not dogmatic at all. It's never been something I've been troubled with. I have no problem letting an old idea go and adapting a new idea. So
he is like a dog on a bone, though. Yeah, and that's one thing. Oh, yeah. By the way, we got a celebrity in the house. Said, John, you've done incredible work. I don't know if you're familiar with Scarrica Kirk.
Oh, dude, hilarious! What a
Yeah,
talent!
I was gonna say that's Erica Kirk's.
Yeah, that's generational talent right there.
It is. Yep. Me and her did one last night, and wait, was it last? Yes. No, not before last. I'm sorry. Good Lord, they run together. But yeah, we had a good time. But that's one thing I've always appreciated about you, though, is your theory has evolved in ways over time for sure. You've made adjustments and you've gone back and said, okay, I was wrong. But to me, though, the overall theory here has stayed pretty consistent. All the little
It's the details. Yeah, you get new information, and it just gives you more clarity.
a clip versus a magnet, or
exactly.
I don't know. Have you? It's hard to watch. But did you happen to watch that Paramount Tactical, that Gary, his exploding microphone show the other day?
It's like I could predict what's going to be said.
I know.
It's the same. Like, where's the equal and opposite force?
Yeah, he's got a dummy sitting there.
Where's the char? Look, it's the cavitation that pulled the necklace up that caused that. Like, okay, if the necklace caused the shirt to race, and what caused the neck wound to appear, did the bullet magically Copperfield through the shirt and make the wound, or did the bullet come after the shirt raised up, or maybe the bullet hit the neck, the shirt raised up, but the white shirt didn't get any blood on it?
I wished I was in there when he was telling all this stuff, because he was going over the sequence of events with the shirt, the necklace, and everything there. And he was talking about how the cavitation made all this happen. I wished I'd have been in there, because I would have said one thing, Gary, but I want you to go back and watch that video again and tell me if there's a wound there when all that stuff happens.
Right. That's the biggest
Oh, there's
issue.
no wound there yet.
Wait, hold up. So we got cavitation on the opposite side of the body, on the back side of the body, but we have no bleeding.
Right. Before we've even got a wound.
And then after that, after the cavitation on the back and the necklace is on its way over, then the shirt raises up.
Yeah.
From the necklace that caused the cavitation on the back, and then the shirt stays up, but there's a bullet hole back there from 30-06. But this white shirt is just hiding it from us. We can't see it's going to raise down, and then we're going to see a square shape there for a half a second, and then we're just going to see a little blood just pour out. Okay, right. Nothing's mathing up, bud.
No, the math ain't mathing.
A ton of force has just been released on this poor guy's neck, and you're going to have us believe that not a drop of blood is going to come out for half a second, and his titanium spine is going to stop the bullet in transit. Yeah, it just, none of it makes any sense.
He's been on this. Go ahead, finish up. I'm sorry.
How much effects that he lends on that necklace is just it makes my mind melt. that's the most magical necklace in the face of history. It causes so much activity for it not to be hit by anything. But yes, it causes all this movement. It's way more dramatic than the area that actually got impacted. It's just like, come on, Gary, you can't be believing this stuff yourself, bro. Like, how much are they paying you? Like, it has to be a pretty fat check for you to go out there and just make a fool of yourself trying to sell this idea to people. And then his necklace is like Flavor Flav long. You know what I mean? Like Charlie's necklace wasn't that long, Gary. Like we know how long his shirt was because we could see it underneath his shirt. It's like
but according to his theory, shorter would be better. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he needs to buy a shorter necklace because that necklace he's got is long.
Belly button. It hangs down there at the belly button. Talking about the fat check. I've never heard him say this before, and I thought, oh man, you're explaining it so plainly, such a good, beautiful explanation. He's talking about all of us, you in particular, and Candace in particular, but all of us, said, when I say that these people are paid, shills, whatever, it doesn't have to be direct payments. And I was like, oh, really? And he said, it can just be, this, that, or the other. He talked about all the different ways social media people can be doing this for money. And I thought, well, I guess the click thing doesn't apply to him because he has definitely not gotten any more clicks recently. But no, I've never heard him say this before. I thought this was really wild. He showed that picture where you don't really see much of anything except for the back of the shirt, the collar bulged out. You know where I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Where it's not. Yep. Do you know what he claims that is? That's not, he didn't claim it to be cavitation. He claimed in that video, if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. You can at least get a few laughs and you'll better understand where some of these dumbasses are coming from that are, attacking but anyway, he claims that is the moment the bullet impacted his spine and that it literally extended, or however you want to say that,
the titanium spine.
The titanium spine.
It's invisible too, though.
Came out that far.
Yeah, because you just see nothing but shirt there. You see his neckline. You
can tell there's no
but
flesh
it's
there.
His invisible titanium spine that's actually pushing that shirt out. Is what it is. You just don't understand. You're not special forces, bro.
I guess not.
They teach you this stuff in special forces.
He's very special.
If you go and you need to take some courses, you may learn some stuff. You may be able to save a life and explain some stuff on YouTube for some people.
Man, I tell you what, when he said that, I was like, and lately I've I just watch him for show material. But lately I've noticed on a lot of shows, he says the same thing basically. And he said that this is something that he's just thought of recently, but it's something to do with the bullet hitting the spine. I don't know what it is, but there's something about the spine, it's like Kevlar and how it, distributes the energy and how elastic it is and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, so basically you're basically saying that you're on board with the trampoline theory too, like literally.
He's a trampoline spine though, not
trampoline spine.
Skin.
Yes.
It's different. Trampoline skin. They don't, that's taught.
Yeah. That was that guy from Phoenix, was it Phoenix or Phoenix ammunition?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody, it was one of the, I believe that's who it was. That's that CEO for Phoenix that said his skin act like a trampoline,
For sure.
It came out and then shot it back the other way.
Now you get that double bounce when you're on the trampoline, you know what I mean? You're just bouncing and that double bounce hits you and just sends you up flying. That's what happened.
Man.
It was the double bounce.
Yeah, I thought it was like, I was severely disappointed for an answer to, Candace coming out now and endorsing the whole theory.
I love how they just ignore things, like the things that are like right in your face. Like we see the circuit board, like we see it sticking out of the collar, bro. Like, boom, like there it is. Like it's not, look, you could see the square in his shirt. It was like a square holding his shirt up. You know what I mean? Like it's the same trajectory that the batteries that's attached to it. And we got like exact same shape of the battery on his neck, and then we like see this thing falling out. Like
that's the big one for me.
Nobody wants to address it. And look,
a square hole. I mean, you don't.
I've
get
even
that very
found
often.
This last analysis that I found. I haven't even released this picture yet. This rubber spacer I found this thing falling to the ground, and that's a weird
Really?
shape. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a weird shape, right? You could
Yeah.
totally see it. The whole weird, like broke portion, the thick
Really?
section. See it falling to the ground as Charlie's falling over. You know,
Yeah.
his ring falls to the ground.
Yeah.
You see the battery falls to the ground, and this falls to the ground right before the battery falls to the ground. So it's just
Wow.
like, how many things do we need? Like, do we need this? Do we need to find the whole broken microphone? You know, just this gathered together in one area for us to start to believe that, you know, the microphone has something to do with it.
Right.
And it's like, oh, the microphone's still attached. Well, yeah, I've done explained this so many
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Like,
Part of it is.
look at the bulge, bro. Like, this thing
Yeah.
is huge. Like, you put it underneath your shirt, we could see all day. It was like a big old hunk on Charlie, and then
Yeah.
that necklace flies off, and then all of a sudden this thing's hiding itself. It's
Yeah,
flying
you had his
all
shirt
over.
pushed way out at one point, you know.
It folds over on itself, and this leaves a fold. Like, look at that. Like, it can't even fold over on itself without just having a huge hunk. Like,
Well, Gary claims that thing is about the thickness of an iPhone.
Yeah, that's what it is, Gary. It's the thickness of maybe like the experimental iPhone they never released
in a case.
Yeah,
you know?
It's with the
battery pack on
like
the back.
20 mils thick, bro. Like, lots of thickness.
I was gonna say it's almost 3/4, right, or right at 3/4, maybe just tad over, right?
And then he's like, "There's no room in that microphone case for you to put any explosive in it." But bro, it's like, look at the PCB. Like the board is so thin, and it just rests in there. You see this spacer here is all the dead space in it. Like outside of the battery in there, which you can reposition wherever you want in that little gap. There's all the space in the world. You could put two charges in there if you wanted to. Like,
please tell me you saw the Officer Tatum clip where he was doing.
Oh, you can't fit a bullet in this, okay?
Look, a 223 won't fit in it, much less a 30.
What is this guy talking about? Bullet won't fit in here. That's why I love it. Like, the microphone shot a projectile. That's the dumbest thing
he was like, what? So you think that this thing exploded? And then he said you would see shrapnel hit him in the face, and then the bullet would have to come this way and come around, and then what? Hit him in the neck.
Yeah, like, and then they're like, oh, how's something on his right side going to hit his left side? Like, I'm just. How many times I got to show you how it's done? Like, look at Charlie.
He did that once, but once he didn't say it with his mouth, but he was pointing. He was showing that it hit the right side. I caught that right away. I was like, this dude don't even know where it hit him at.
Yeah, you know, it's again like every one of these arguments. I'm like, okay, that's a good point. Let me do something. Like, some dude was like, there's no way that the battery would have to take a boomerang trajectory around to hit his throat. He's like, you should take something long and straight and show me how that could be possible. I was like,
okay,
bet. I went out and I took it's from a lab glass holder. Like, it's a long stainless steel rod, and I connected. I put the microphone on and I showed the trajectory. I got 5 million views from that.
Hey, do you have that handy? I could find it on your X, but Debbie Smith, or no, it was Boomer. I'm sorry. It was Boomer that was asking me about that. I don't know if she's in the chat, but she'll definitely be watching it later. Yeah, but she was asking me about the trajectory, and I was trying to explain to her how you had proved that.
We're going to whip that up right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's like,
we'll share it.
That's why I love I love chopping it out with people. Like, I don't get bent out of shape when someone like, that don't make no sense. Like, ain't no way that happened. I'm like, oh, well, that's my next video, but I'm gonna show you how that actually happened.
Exactly.
And you know, you just got to work. Just because my mind works a certain way, I can't expect everybody else to think the same way I do.
Look, when people have these issues with your theory, you know, if you avoid it, then okay, you look like, you know, but with you, you know, you've always addressed those things. Every time that I've seen, anyway, you've always addressed it. So
yeah, if it's reasonable, and I'm like, I can see that point, like, I'll do it. Like, I'll run it. If anybody has a thing that you think I'm off about, or you got something you don't understand about it, shoot it to me. Like, I will run it up the flagpole and see what's what with it. Like, I live for that sort of thing. Like, I ain't tied to nothing. Like, I'm looking for someone to convince me a different way. Like, I love finding new things. Like, I'm just a curious mind. Like, I ain't trying to hold on.
Oh, me too.
I
I
just
always
like,
want to know how things work. What what makes it
bro.
tick.
I was taking my toys apart when I was a kid, trying to
Me
figure out
too.
how they were going to work, see if I could get it back together again, and see if it works. Like I ain't got no problem if I break it. I'm like, well, I learned something. You know what I mean? Like it's there ain't no lost opportunity and exploration for knowledge. You're always going to come away with something,
Dude, when
even
I
if it
was
means you just don't know how it works. You know?
right. Dude, when I was 10, 12 years old, I was working on all the neighbor kids' bicycles. I'd take them things apart, fix them things.
Yeah, you figure out how them front fork bearings work, and
Yeah.
you figure out how the your
The crank is the worst one.
the crank, yeah, especially when it's a single piece crank, be able
Yep.
to fit that thing in and out of there and be able to get the bearings loose on it. Yeah, that was
That's
tough.
right. That's
Yep.
right. That's what I was doing when I was like 10, 12. And then when I was 15, I was taking an old 84, Ranger, the little square body like the Bronco 2s.
Yep.
I was taking an old Ranger and jerking the little 2.8 out of it and putting a 302 in it, a C6 transmission, four-wheel drive. People are like, you're never going to get that to work. Not without spending a ton of money. Made everything.
Watch me.
Yep.
All right,
Watch me. Watch me.
let me go to my InShot files.
Okay. I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, I seen Texas Girl. It is good to see you here. I cannot remember for sure. Maybe is it Lionel's chat? I know I see you in a lot of chats. So good to see you here. And hey, make sure you're subscribed. We do this all the time. And best chat on the internet. Everybody in that chat, they're just awesome. So good place to come hang out, especially if you do mornings. I do during the week. I do 8 a.m. Central Time. So love to see you. Love to see you coming back. Let's see. Truth. I like that. Truth evades. I haven't seen you in the chat either. So Truth evades. Would like
Yeah,
to
he
start
does
seeing
good
you.
audio work. That's the dude that I
Oh,
pulled
is
some.
it?
Yeah, he's done some. I believe so, or I may be mistaken by that name, but yeah, he's done some good audio work. He just had a few things wrong. I pulled some of his audio work and I incorporated it into my package.
Truth evades. If that's you, if you do the audio work, let me know. Let me know here. We want to confirm that you are indeed the person. Let's see, Dog Nose. How are you doing? Same with you. But same with you. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Come hang out with us. We are a small but growing community, and yeah, love it. I'll always love to see new people in here. Auto hoax, same thing. Gray, Gorilla Tatum. I love that.
That ain't right.
Yep, that's a good one.
That ain't right.
Officer Tater Chip Tatum. Yep.
Man, he used to be so cool. You know what's messed up is
Look,
like
all of these worst
Gary
ones are
used to
what
be
got
so
me
cool.
in on
Do you know
everything.
that Gary was the first person that I reached out to? I was like, hey, I think I know something about what happened to Charlie Kirk. I think that you should look into this. Like, he was one of the first people. I left a message on this thing.
Did
I
he
sent
even
him a
answer?
message. No, he didn't answer. And then he didn't say, he was like on the fence. He was still chasing the armor thing. And he
Right.
got that check, bro, and it just changed. Like, all of a sudden,
I
he
was,
was
and,
like
and look at
straight.
that point, I was watching him religiously.
Yeah, it
You
was
know what I
like his
mean?
whole demeanor changed and everything.
Yep.
Like, you could tell when he's being honest. I think like, and I think he's a naturally honest person, because when he's being dishonest, it's like
You
not
can
very
tell it.
natural. Yeah, it's like a different demeanor that he
Remember the whole,
takes. And
and
then
then the
like
40 blinks in like 2 seconds. Yeah.
yeah. And I feel
Yeah.
sorry for him, because, man, that's a trap. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
no.
especially if you work with the government before and you realize how powerful they are, and like you kind of like your livelihood depends on them. You really don't have a choice. I've got to have a little bit of empathy for Gary and the situation he may find himself in, because
Yeah.
he puts himself out there, and they could kind of just end his whole gig. You know, he's
I mean, that's true. But
that don't give him no excuse for it. But
no,
still,
don't be sitting there saying, everybody's grifting, everybody, it's a psychological operation, and saying, don't trust the government except this time, and all we're interested in is truth. I mean, like, just shut up and start talking about guns again if you can't go against the government narrative, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's I get what you're saying, but at the same time, he could probably just back away from the case and just,
yeah.
start talking about guns
I
again.
uploaded
Oops.
the video.
I got
If you know
you.
how to pull it up.
Bam. That's the one. Yeah. So, I mean, that right there shows you the exact trajectory because it
Yeah.
literally stuck to the magnet.
Yeah, exactly. And you see it like the in another video I showed like his boom, look at his posture. His posture is worse than mine there. Like his shoulders are
Yes.
even something more. It's not like I'm exaggerating. Like it's the
Right.
same posture. And then you see how the microphone it turns 90 degrees, but you see
Yeah.
the case sitting there, bro. There's no
Yeah.
there's no 44 millimeter device turning 90 degrees there. It's just the clip in it.
Right.
And this breaks down all the components of it. So you can see the circuit board in the shirt collar, the
Yep.
batteries struck the neck. You see the circuit board start to fall down the shirt. The face of the mic falls down the shirt. The battery wound appears. Like it's the cleanest explanation. Like
Yeah.
the same energy that caused. Look at that circuit board. Like you see the circuits on it. You know when you do color treatment, you
Yeah.
can see the
That's what amazes me.
the whole circuitry of it. And then that's the two angles of the battery falling out of the neck. Look, there's one.
Yep.
Like it's clear as day. Like that's black. That's not the same color as the fluid. And then
No.
that's the size of the
The
battery.
exact
you know?
size of the battery, right?
It's,
Yep.
it's get out of here. Like how
That
much
was
more
a
data,
huge one for me.
how much more data you need. And we know, like I scaled it with the text of the shirt. You know how big the text of the shirt is. So I can take that scale that gives me the pixel to centimeter scale, apply that to the rectangle that shows you the shape of the rectangle. It's like, golly, that's what convinced me when I saw this angle. And then like this angle, I was like, all right, maybe it's just a camera catching something weird. And then I saw the second camera angle that caught it, and I was like, whoa, now it's hard to knob. When the third one saw it, I was like, golly, like, come on, y'all. Like, why is everyone
How
just
do you argue with that?
Because you can't explain it. How are you going to explain a wound that's caused by a bullet having some rectangle object fall out of it? You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. You can't make no sense of it. If it was just that by itself, it wouldn't make any sense.
All right,
But
I got one for you right here. Go ahead and finish up what you're saying, but I don't want to forget this.
But when you tie it to the circuit board causing the shirt collar move up, because that's the other weird thing. Like, why did his shirt move up around his face? That don't make no sense. Like, why was it jerk up like that? But when you add the two together, like it's the same trajectory. And the battery's connected to the circuit board. So it's just like, bro, like how much more solid could you get? Is this a slam dunk? You know?
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. Whenever I saw you showing all this and talking about that, I didn't. As a matter of fact, I knew it looked strange. I knew it was way too big, but I never really studied on the actual shape of the hole. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for a round bullet to make a square hole, even if the bullet was tumbling. Okay, so it doesn't make a perfectly round hole, but it still doesn't make a square hole, or shouldn't, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what gets me. But she asked, so where does Angela Perez asked, where does the piece of fragment they found came from? I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I think about it before and then you tell her what you think. I have said one of two things. One of them is, well, they're both messed up, but one of them's really messed up. But first off is they have claimed that it's a piece of copper. So, and there's also lead, but they use copper for the cones for those shape charges. That's one thing that I think could be a possibility, and you may disagree. But then the other one is, as bad as I hate to say it, as messed up as it is, I mean, it literally could have been inserted manually on the ride over there. I mean, maybe, hopefully not, probably not, but it is a possibility.
Hey, if they could do it for a president, what I mean?
Well,
we can look back at JFK now and say, hey, that bullet they found in the hospital, somebody definitely planted that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that wasn't found. That didn't fall out of JFK and just end up all perfect on the hospital gurney. Like somebody dropped that thing. If you could do that with a president,
yes, you can do that.
You could do that with Charlie Kirk all day, 10 days, 10 times over, especially when his private security is the only people that handled him from the moment of the event all the way to the hospital.
And made sure that nobody else, had any contact with him.
They sure didn't need no help. They were certain of that.
I know you, like me, you've done a lot of deer hunting in your day, I'm sure. So I was explaining this on one of the streams one night, was like, look, if I knew ahead of time that I was planning on doing something like this and had to convince people that a non-bullet wound was indeed a bullet wound. I mean, you go out there, you blast you a deer, you cut the thing up, and you start picking. There's
Golly.
always pieces of the jacket fragment. There's pieces of lead. There's pieces of copper. It'll be scattered throughout. And so, I mean, like literally, you get that, you clean it up real good so there's no foreign DNA left on it. And I mean, then you've got, hey,
Yep.
put it on a piece of gauze and go to shoving or whatever. I mean, it is a possibility.
Yep.
Is
for
that what
sure.
happened? I don't know, but it is definitely a possibility. So
Yeah, it ain't
that's what I
outside
think,
the realm.
Angela.
Yeah, I think you're on to something.
Yep. I mean, look, it's not like when you consider everything else that is just it doesn't sound that outlandish, when you consider the rest of the story.
Yeah, and especially the way they talk about that fragment, like consistent with this is showing you that. Look at that, bro. It's just like blowing my mind every time I look at it.
Oh
Like it
yeah.
looks so much like it. And then that's the
Yeah.
bulge. Like, how do you like when that thing folds over on itself? Like, there ain't no way. Look at
So
that. Come
yeah.
on, bro. Look how thin it
Yeah.
is right there. Like, there ain't no
Yeah.
microphone case left hooked to that thing. It's gone. And then
Right.
like all the angles after that necklace breaks, there is no
Yeah.
way that case is still connected. Like, look at that. Like, come on. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? That ain't no 44 by 44. And then the shape of the bulge before we even see the object. I mean, look at that's a square bulge.
Yes, something is. Yes, there's something under there, like pushing that out,
And
and
then,
it does
boom,
appear to be
that thing,
square.
look how it flexes my neck. It's the same bulge we see on it. And then you can see the two little wires hanging out. There's a frame. You can see the little wires dangling out before it, like the first frame where it's just a weird rectangle spot on his neck. As soon as the shirt collar falls down, you see like two little squiggly lines and they disappear. And that's exactly how it falls out. The thing just tumbles out and then it's followed by this fountain of like no pressure fluid that just flows out.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden the wound appears, and of course, like we've talked about before, there's no kind of high speed splatter. There's no kind of nothing.
Yeah.
And then after I don't remember exactly what the time was, but less than a second. But after a little pause, then all of a sudden here comes the
waterworks let loose. All of a sudden, this decides to start acting like a wound. After,
like you said, basically the battery would have plugged the hole. So
yep. And if you map the energy, they talk about where's the recoil for this detonation. We're seeing it in the circuit board, in the battery, and in the shirt. Like it's all over the place. Like I just don't understand.
That's what I keep saying. Yes,
how people don't put it together. Like, what do you think that was just free energy? You know what I mean? Like the wind was blowing hard or something. Like that's what we're seeing. That is the energy you're looking for. The recoil you're looking for is all over. It's the shirt collar raising up. It's the neck wound. It's the ballooning of the shirt all over. That is the energy. Like we don't have to look no further for it.
You see videos of different tests and stuff done where they lay a shape charge, it's lay something with a shape charge in it down right on top of a piece of metal or something, and then they blow it.
Blow a clean hole through it. Yeah,
it will blow a clean hole through it. But then whatever is holding the shape charge, it generally flies off if it's not something super heavy. But and they're so like they're like, well, with the shirt, where's the recoil? Because you see how that flew back. This would have to too. It is attached to the shirt, and it's not like the energy was pulling it away from the magnet. That's why it stayed together, was because the energy was pushing it in towards the magnet. You know what I mean?
And the mass got separated in three different directions. You had the circuit board of the battery was the bulk of the mass of the object. It goes in one direction. That's the energy going that way. And then the microphone, the clasp from the magnet goes up and like strikes his chin and then comes back down and then gets pulled over. So, it's making movement too. It's just,
and the bigger part of it, I'm assuming anyway, the biggest majority of that energy would have been expended, ejecting that battery and board.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the heaviest objects in the case. So it's like, that's the bulk of it. It's like when you have a misfire of a bullet and it blows out the casing. Like nobody's asking like, why didn't the bullet shoot out? No, well, the case blew up. It blew copper out of the side of the thing. But the energy got
Yes.
displaced all over the place. Like, of course, you're not
Yes.
going to have the bullet go out at the expected velocity because the
Yeah.
energy wasn't concentrated right. You know?
Yeah, I've had people that have had rounds go off in the like in the floorboard, and I think I actually know a couple people that have had it happen. I think one said it might have put a hole in the floorboard, but I don't remember exactly what the circumstances exactly were. But I know that one of them said it didn't. I mean, there was literally just a bullet in a casing left, whenever it went off. Yeah. But the reason is because what makes a bullet work and get that kind of velocity and everything is it being contained in that chamber and all that,
Yeah, the length of the barrel. It's just like when you shorten a barrel, you get less FPS off the bullet, right?
Exactly. You do. Yes. Yes, that is exactly right.
I got a picture of a shape charge on there. You can see the copper liner.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got to start paying attention. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm throwing it down on you.
Yeah, throw it down.
That could be, that's the cone which directs the energy. So when this thing goes off, that jet comes out of that cone and it tears pieces of it off as it's traveling out.
Yeah, it has to.
And so your copper fragment is that. And they say, oh, they found lead fragment too. If they knew they were going to be replicating a impact of a bullet, they'll just line it with copper and lead. It's going to leave all the same stuff it doesn't have to be conclusive. It just has to be close enough to be believable.
I mean, one would think that it would be inconclusive if you were looking for, and something I've just been sitting here rolling around in my brain, and maybe it's just a brain fart, but now that I think more about it, if that cone was to be 3D printed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on the report, it did claim that there were some lands and grooves visible. What if that was just the
printing? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I never thought about that, but it would have, lines in it from being printed if it was printed with a 3D printer. So
regardless, for that evidence to be solid, you'd need solid chain of custody, which means like from the moment of impact, Charlie's body would need to be like within trustable hands, the hands that wouldn't have, a prior motive to try to hide or modify the evidence at all. Yeah, and we don't have that. We have the people.
Go ahead.
The very people that were paid to protect him that failed at their job are the people that handled him all the way to the hospital. So they have all the motivation in the world to make it seem like they weren't involved or they didn't fail as bad as they failed. So, it's like with the rifle in the woods. Oh yeah, they found a rifle in the woods, but we have nothing to tie that rifle to the roof. We don't see the rifle on the roof. We don't see him with the rifle at coming out of his car or walking around. We have no proof that the rifle was even shot on the roof. We don't see him leave the rifle in the woods. So like the chain of custody from the rooftop shot to the rifle in the woods is completely broken. Like there's nothing there to tie it together. We don't have anything to tie the fragment that was found in his body to the rifle. It's like there's nothing but holes in the story. Like nothing.
Lionel always talks about his lint brush and how his lint brush is just as tied to Tyler Robinson and Charlie Kirk as what that is.
Yeah, I mean, you expect his DNA to be on the rifle that he owns, and then they use this clever language of like, we got DNA from smudged fingerprints from the roof.
Right.
What they don't say that the DNA matches anyone, and that the fingerprints match anyone, but they say smudged fingerprints. So they're already telling on themselves there that the fingerprints aren't good. They can't get any positive. They can't tell anything from the fingerprints, and they just say DNA, which means that the DNA is either mixed or unconclusively.
Well, I mean, they've said it was mixed, you know, and then, as far as the fingerprints goes, again, they can find fingerprints on the gun. They can find them on the bullet. If all of that is his, then I would expect that.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to show that the rifle and Tyler were hanging out together at 12:23 or whenever that was, and then you can't just tie the casing to it. You have to literally tie that piece that they say they found in his neck to the gun and the casing.
Yep.
So, and that's where you have this disconnect. I mean, they can't do that.
It's like their comeback to the inconclusive bullet. They're like, but the casing matched. Well, yeah.
Right. Who
The
cares?
casing was in the gun. Of course, it's going to match. How was
Exactly.
it not going to match? It was a fired casing in the gun. That doesn't mean that that's the casing that fired that round or fired that day or fired on the roof. You know, it fired at some point in that gun. Well, congratulations.
Yes,
That's
congratulations. The gun shoots.
Yeah, you proved it. And now I hear that Tyler's saying that he didn't Dremel those messages on which, you know, it never made sense to me. If there's two things that don't make sense. Either the guy that Dremeled them didn't write the text message that said he wanted to take the secret to his grave, because those two there is conflicting methodology. You know what I mean? If you're wanting to take something to your grave, you certainly wouldn't engrave a bullet that says test shot and leave it at your house.
No, those things are kind of mutually exclusive. I think.
I tell you what, I'm gonna put some funny memes on these bullets here, and that way, when my friends see it, when I get caught, they'll be like,
they'll think of me and
Tyler
laugh.
were so funny. Like, but I won't take it to my grave, gay furry lover. I was hoping that this I'll never be caught, but I left the rifle with the towel in the woods. And a screwdriver on the roof, like all the important details. And then that guy, he's just showing the cops a screenshot. You know, the cops,
exactly.
The cops are like picking up pictures of the screenshot. Guess what? I could put a message in my phone from whatever burner phone number I want to who's this contact? Tyler. This is Tyler. Let me write myself a quick text message and send it to myself. Cops show up. Oh yeah, I got a burn note in these text messages. It definitely wasn't me. You know, the Charlie Kirk hating furry trans kid didn't have nothing to do with it. Look at these texts. I'm exonerated.
Well, and this is where all that
I need my phone. I'll have anxiety if you take my phone.
I'll have anxiety if you take my phone.
I need my phone. You can't take it from me. Just take some pictures of it. That'll be good enough. The cops
take a picture of my screenshot on my phone. Like, it's just so freaking. But that's where all this underlying evidence is so important. But according to what they have said, or that I've heard them say up to this point, they're not getting any of that. They don't have the underlying evidence for the DNA showing how it was collected and exactly how it was tested. And they haven't got a hold of his phone. Last I heard, the gun was still at Quantico.
Yep. And then they talk about like, oh well, we got GPS.
You can have all the reports in the world.
We have ping data of his cell phone in the area. Well, in the area, that's pretty generic. That could be, was that a 5-mile radius? Is that a 15-mile radius? You certainly can't say, oh, he was on the rooftop with this cell phone ping, like, because that's not giving you that sort of data. But they like insinuate it and allow people to infer the fact that they can trace his whole route, you know. And they're like, oh, we got video recording from his car. We know exactly where he was driving. He was recording the whole thing. I promise you, if they had some hard evidence, they would have been throwing it at us, because they were leaking this circumstantial evidence left, right, and center. As soon as they got it, they were leaking it to the press. Like, they would have been telling us everything about it if they had something hard.
Look, anytime law enforcement puts out a photo for you to help them identify and apprehend somebody, and it's not even a front-facing photo, you know, they're not wanting you to actually recognize or identify this person.
But his parents identified him.
They
called him and asked him if it was him. Well, that sounds like they thought it might have been him. If they identified him, they would have been calling the police like, hey, my son was there. I seen him. I seen him on the TV. It looked just like him. No. And if you go and look at it, it's an officer's summary of their statements. Right. There's no quotes. There's no direct quotes. This is,
and I think the way it says it is that they said that it looked similar to Tyler, or looked like Tyler. Okay.
And again, this is just the officer's summary. This is up to his discretion to write whatever he wants. We have no idea what they actually said unless they get on the stand and testify. Like, oh yeah, we definitely we saw him. Because look, we have pictures of Tyler. We know what Tyler looks like. We got pictures of him as a kid growing up. Like that dude in the Eagle shirt didn't look like Tyler. No. Like, maybe if I had real bad vision and I was like squinting and it was like. Maybe. I mean, yeah, he's a Caucasian. He's standing up
He's
straight.
Caucasian. He's kind
And
of skinny.
yeah, he's kind of skinny. He doesn't have a beard, and he's wearing a hat and Converse. Like,
Got to
oh,
be him.
God, I mean, the Converse give it away. It's definitely it. They don't have
The similar Converse.
Yeah, it's a similar. Yeah, that's right, because there's so many different styles of Converse. It could have been,
But yet his little furry boyfriend has the exact same.
yeah,
or
it
at least
happens to be Caucasian too. Happens to be
Yep.
kind of skinny and tall.
Yep.
Happens to not have no beard or facial hair. That's funny, ain't it?
Mhm.
And they don't have eagle shirt guy like strolling out of the car. I'm sure that parking lot has like a camera on every square foot, but they don't have this dude coming out of the car.
Right.
Did he drive there with the rifle down his pants? We don't see him getting the rifle, putting it
You
down his
should see
pants,
him
right?
at some point putting it in his
Or
pants.
getting
Yes.
it out of his pants. They don't have
Yeah.
either. So it's like,
Neither.
God, you got nothing. This is the more you look at it, you're like, man, you've just sold me a bill of goods that there ain't nothing there. There's no burger in this bun. It's a burgerless hamburger.
Another question I've had is, they've got all this convenient footage of him going in there, him limping, and they're saying, okay, this is him going. He's got the gun down his pants, all that. Well, where is all the ring footage of him walking across? Because he crossed people's backyards, according to, where is all the ring footage of him holding a rifle draped with a towel?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there's
Or even
no
a clear picture of what looks like a rifle with a towel over it. Like,
exactly.
we got a towel with something in it. I don't
Yep.
know. It seems kind
Yep.
of floppy to be a rifle. Certainly don't seem as long as a 45-inch rifle.
Yep.
And look, I've done I've taken that route. I have a battle mace that's like 15 pounds. And it's a little bit heavier than that rifle would be, but it's easier to handle than a rifle with a scope on it.
Mhm.
And I've gone from a prone position to pop up and cover it for towel and run the distance you can. You can't run it in the amount of time you did it. I've ran it as fast as I can. I'll be willing to bet I'm a little bit faster than Tyler Robertson, and I can't do it. Like, you can't. I'll be willing to bet Olympic athlete would struggle to run that sort of speed on even decent surface, let alone like a gravel roof surface.
And according to what they showed us, literally, as soon as the shot goes off, within less than a second, he's literally at a dead sprint.
Yeah, on his feet, but he runs along the edge of the roof line so you can see him from the crowd. For when he could just go a diagonal path that's way shorter, you wouldn't see him. It would be shorter. It would be a shorter distance to run. Like, it's just it's just weird beyond weird. Like, was there a dude on the roof running? Oh, I believe it. He's probably there's probably a dude up on the roof running, but man, I have a hard time believing he's carrying nearly 10-pound rifle covered in a towel, covering that amount of distance. That just don't make no sense to me.
Well, something else I had never considered, but and to me, it's just so, it's just so plain now. So they claim, of course, that the gun was disassembled. That we know that the only disassembly that could or would have been done would have been the action in the barrel taken out of the stock.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I was doing some looking up on different links and everything, and I checked on the length of, say, a sporterized, a sporterized stock for a gun like that. So an aftermarket, more modern style stock. So you were like 36, 37 inches. And then when you figure in the length of the barrel, plus the give or take probably 3 to 4 inches of action, and then that scope, which is mounted all the way back to where it would basically bust your eye open when you shot it. It sticks past another, 3 or 4 inches. You're looking at about the same. You're close to 36 inches on both pieces. There's no way he put both pieces in one pant leg. Yeah. There's no way the backpack would have held either one of those pieces. So not only does he have a rifle down his pant leg, he has to have, for all intents and purposes, one down each pant leg.
Yeah.
He would have had to have had the stock down one and the barrel down another.
The barrel with a big old honking scope on it. Like,
right. So how is he able to bend one leg, but one he can't bend because it's got a rifle in it?
And how can we not see it? You know what I mean? It don't look
Exactly.
like he's got nothing down his pants. It looks like he's got like a cell phone in his pocket.
He would have been walking like this right here if he would have had one down each leg,
Yeah. All right. I got.
How do you go up the stairs?
Yeah,
Yeah, let me
or
pull it.
hop over the guardrail to get to the fence. That's what they say. They say he hopped over the guardrail.
Right. Yeah.
That
Hop.
is that, bro. Look at that. That's
Oh, there.
Charlie.
I was going to ask you if that was
Yeah, look
PG
at
or
that.
if. Oh man,
What a weird shape, right? There it is.
I'm telling you,
That's falling. That's falling as Charlie's falling over out of the chair. It falls from the neck area
from the neck area.
in between his chest and his arm onto the ground.
Wow.
Like, what other
Wow.
shape could that be? Like, that's crazy, isn't it?
No, I mean, yeah. What about whoever it was with the eagle eye? I'll call him that spotted that Bluetooth symbol on that piece of glass.
Oh no, it wasn't on the piece of glass. It was on the edge of the mic. Look, right there.
Okay.
You see it? That's the
All right.
USB. That's the USB port. So that's part of
Or
the
not the
ABS.
Bluetooth. I'm sorry, the
The
USB.
USB. Yeah, yeah, the USB symbol. Yeah,
But
and
I
that
mean, to pick that out, I mean, that's crazy. But I mean, how do you argue with that either? You know?
yeah, there's all sorts of the beveled glass, the edges
Yeah,
of the
just the
beveled
fact that it's
glass.
beveled
Yeah,
like that.
that's weird enough. Yeah, there's all sorts of details. If the more pictures we get, the more details we'll find out. Like,
And I seen some close-ups too, showing on one piece of glass, and it looks identical. But in the white, it shows looks like the identical shape of the O. You know,
yeah,
you
see
can
the
see the
edge of
outer
it.
and the inner part. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. There's all, and then there's some text that are on it too that
Hmm.
you can spot the text that are near the edge. So it's like you can position them where it is on the mic. Yeah, they're dead to rights on that glass. Like they got to come up with a narrative to explain how that microphone got busted up. I just don't know why they wouldn't have rolled with like he got shot in the chest and they exploded that mic, and caused
Hmm.
it to strike his neck. Like somebody made a call and they made a bad call.
Made
Like
a bad call.
yeah, yeah. They should have.
Probably Colvet.
They or whoever in the FBI was helping
Hmm.
co-run this or whatever, they
Yeah.
should have stuck with the original plan and just explained away the neck wound. The shift to the whole neck wound centered event is just it's
Yep.
unwinding on them. Like
Yep.
they're going to explain too much that can't be explained from a neck impact. It's just you can't make it work. It's
No.
anybody with any good sense looks at it and it's like,
Math don't
nah,
math.
nah, bro, that ain't working. I ain't believing it.
Math
li-
ain't mathing.
You lying to us again. It's not like it's the first time, you know what I mean? It's only like the
Yep.
100th time. It's like the husband that's been caught cheating like 20 times. He's like, I
Right.
don't know who that text is from. Like, come on, bro. We know who the text is from. Like, how
Come
many
on,
times you go?
bro.
We got like this is like our sixth fake war now. Like we done seen this done. Like Michael Hastings, you remember that? He was like a journalist that broke about Afghanistan
Mm.
general. He did like a
Yep.
story, but he was a journalist, and
Yeah.
he had a rental Mercedes, and this rental Mercedes just accelerated out of control into a tree. And at the time
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, we don't have any technology like that." I like you to know that's what you see these people stealing cars, breaking. They'll pull like the blinker off or something, and just hook
Yeah.
wires. It's the same technology. It's the CAN bus in your car. All the electronics are connected to the CAN bus, and all you have to do is tie into two wires in it, and you can send a signal to the computer to do whatever you want. Make the thing crank, make it
Right.
accelerate. It's all drive by wire, brake by wire. So it's like
Trust me, they had that. They had that technology.
100%.
Then.
And someone was like, yeah, there was two LAPD officers hunched by his car by the rear well. And they were hooking the little CAN bus device up to it so they could just make that thing accelerate wildly, and at the time we think it's like impossible. Doesn't make no sense. Seems like now we have like your regular street thug has this technology and he's still in your Dodge Ram from your driveway with it. And that's what this is going to be like. We're thinking like these exploding devices seem so wild to us now, but like in 5 years, of like, oh yeah, Jimmy got killed by his cell phone. Like, oh, I wonder what he did to make him do that to him. It's just big common knowledge. Like, oh yeah, you got something that has a battery in it. I hope you don't cross the line. That just blow you up.
What was the name of that operation, that false flag they were planning for the Cuba and the
Bay of Pigs?
Yeah, there was a false flag. It was called Operation somebody in the chat will probably remember. I can't believe I don't. But anyway, one of the possible scenarios that was presented was having a plane marked with let's see, how did that go? Was it anyway? It was a mismarked plane. They were going to shoot this thing down, and they were going to act like I don't remember the details. I'll have to go back and look at it. I apologize. But either way, but yes, they were talking about. That's I remember they were talking about basically flying that plane remotely, even back then. So
Yeah.
I mean, look, they say that they sent a spaceship to the moon and brought it back in the 60s, and you're going to tell me they couldn't do the remote Northwoods? Look at there, I told you. The
See?
chat's
Chat
awesome.
coming through.
Yep. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, Operation Northwoods. But yeah, I mean, like, back in the 60s, we supposedly sent a spaceship to the moon and back, and you're telling me we can't control a vehicle with a remote?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the pilot's barely flying the plane anyway. They're
Right.
just there watching
Yeah.
the instrument. Yeah.
You got autopilot, and you had that back then, I know. So,
Yeah.
we don't have that technology. We're like 30 years behind on technology. After they get, some use out of it and everything, they'll dribble just a little bit out. They'll give us a little taste of it, like the internet. I mean, they had the internet and been using it for a very long time. Krista, don't say that too much, because see, Miss Susan is wanting to do a members only on that. So we got to keep it a secret till then.
Don't tell nobody that.
Don't tell her it's fake.
Don't turn them on to it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Let's see what else I got going on.
Yeah. I love seeing your stuff, especially when we're talking like this right here. I mean, you pulling the stuff up as we go is great.
I make
It gets
so
a
much
little
analysis.
overwhelming.
Yeah, there's so much I haven't released because I'm just like, ooh, I don't want to get the band hammer.
The band hammer, that's right. Well,
Yeah, but you seem to
think
be
it's-
you fly under the radar, and so
Right.
as long as it's like pretty PG, you seem to be good. So
Yeah.
I'm breaking out all the stuff I haven't showed anybody.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, if it's too bad, we probably shouldn't, but
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that to you.
it's like there's a special spot where you've really got to worry about it. Like when you're big enough that you're getting lots of eyeballs and there's more attention to your channel, then that is when it's the most dangerous, because you're not yet big enough that you really will hurt them by getting kicked off.
Yeah, for sure.
But oh God, look at that one. Yeah, the boomers. They stole my future, stole my daughter's future.
Oh, you're great. Yeah, they spent your grandson's tax
Yeah.
money. Yeah, just going for it. What's the difference? I mean,
Yeah.
money's always good. Meanwhile, we're paying $20 for a loaf of bread.
Right.
they're buying it for $1.50.
Yep. Nope, that's the truth.
It's a good economy. What do you mean? We're booming.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's booming.
Look
The
at all
stock
this
market,
growth.
the stock market numbers are through the roof.
Yeah, hyperinflation tends to make the economy look like it's growing.
Makes
pretty
the
good.
stock market numbers go up, don't it?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, Miss Susan. No offense, Miss Susan. She wasn't talking about you in particular, but yes, that's the bad part about it. Is the boomers. They did a lot of messed up things, and it's biting them too. So biting
Yeah.
everybody in the ass.
Yeah. The only way they're going to be able to keep paying that Social Security out is just to hyperinflate everything, make you have to be 110 years old before you can start to draw. But yeah, they're going to take money from you from the day you start working, and be like, oh, you only got to become a centurion to start to draw this, but we're saving it for you. It's a saving account.
Oh God, that's funny. Yeah. That is funny. Yep. And they keep, word was for the longest that 2028 was going to be the limit on it. So I don't know.
They're going to snatch it. They're going to snatch it from us.
Yeah.
Just the right time. They'll have some excuse for it though.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
They'll have the aliens come. Like, look, we're all gonna be healthy. These aliens are gonna fix everything. We don't even need this Social Security anymore.
Right.
Just take this chip, and then these aliens will be able to just fix anything
Oh
you got.
God.
Be like Star Trek. They'll just scan you up and heal you with a little beam.
Yeah, I really there's a lot of things about Elon Musk that I like and appreciate, but that just freaks me out a little bit, that Neuralink.
Yeah, bro, I'm not with that.
No,
I can control a mouse in my hands. Thank you.
exactly.
I don't need to
Yeah.
play video games with my brain. I'm good.
I mean,
I'm
look,
good.
maybe some very, very extreme cases, if it could indeed go into a person's body and make, okay. But that's not something you should use recreationally, not
Yeah,
something that you should get just to whatever,
it's a
everyday
slippery slope.
issues.
You know,
Yes, exactly.
they use
Exactly.
those moral hinges to
Yep.
get you in on it, and then they
Yep.
just expand it out to everything.
Exactly. Yep. Once it gets started, well, especially with the government, once you give them anything, you never get it back. I mean,
Yeah, you got to hold strong. Can't give them an inch.
um, what about um, have you seen anything from and she's fairly new, um, Anna Escobar. Have you
Yeah,
heard
she
that
does.
name?
Yeah, she's had a few things that she does good work. She goes hard. She
Yeah.
comes through
She
with the heat.
yeah, I've been watching her stuff and she's definitely got an interesting style.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's pretty good. And so what do you think about here in the last week or so? She's done a couple videos and on the microphone, and then she threw a couple things out there that I hadn't ever really considered. One of which was the fact that and I don't know why, but it makes so much sense. So Charlie was wearing that microphone for the feed, supposedly, that was getting streamed back somewhere. So for to get that effect, the full effect, whoever's asking the question would also have to have one.
Yeah, they do. It's mounted underneath the microphone that they're using.
Yeah, I finally figured that out. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I never saw that. Where was that at? So, okay, well,
That's why they're yelling at Hunter, because he keeps trying to grab the microphone because
that's
he's all
what I was
nervous.
going to ask you.
Yeah,
Do you
and they
think
keep
that's why?
they're like, "Don't touch it." It's because he could knock it off. Like, they have it rigged on that thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It ain't on there that good.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay. So, according to her, and it makes perfect sense. If you've got a set of two microphones, do you put a charge in one and hope like hell with a 50-50 chance that it actually gets put on him? Or are both armed? I mean, like, would it not make more sense? And also, if that was the case, do you think that is why they're so adamant about keeping their hands off the microphone? I don't know. It's just a thought. I hadn't ever really
Yeah,
considered it.
they're set up different though. The one has the windbreak on it, the little the little black fuzzy thing.
Well, now at some point maybe it did, but now the picture I saw when Hunter was talking, it didn't have the little wind thing on it,
Oh, I think so. I got a
unless
pic. I'm pretty sure I got a picture of it. I was pretty sure I saw the little fuzzy thing on it. Let me see if I can find it.
like I said, I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, because there's two different angles. You see it from the front view and you can't see it, but this angle was from the back view. And
Okay.
you could see the little fuzzy thing underneath the
Well,
microphone.
even at that, so at some point, I'm assuming unless they left it on it all the time, still at some point, there's a chance that it.
And then one has the magnetic clasp. The one that they put on Charlie, I have the magnetic clasp attached to it.
Okay.
So they'll be able to know which one is going to go which direction.
Okay.
That ain't
No,
that
you're
ain't
right.
the,
It does. It does.
yeah. That ain't
See
to
it.
say that they didn't have both of them things charged just for redundancy.
That's what I was getting at was, like if unless they kept the sock on it all the time and everything. But so you think that, or you're pretty confident that's got a clip, not the mag. Can you see that? Can you see the clip at any point, or you just assume that's what they've got?
No, the clip is the mag clip is on Charlie,
Okay.
and that comes separate. That doesn't come with the microphone. You have to buy that separate. And
Oh, okay.
they have no reason to have that for the one that they attach to the SM58 because it's like attached with like some sort of like strap or something like that. You can see
Yeah.
it strapped around the microphone.
Yeah. Okay. And like you said, I mean, it's still a possibility that they could have done both, but I
Yeah, I
guess
mean, they could have done a whole production lot of those things.
I mean,
For all we know, there could be
that's the
some
way
on
they done them
eBay.
for Hezbollah.
Yeah, like I mean, what's
Um,
going to make the difference? Like nobody's going to be able to hold them accountable for it anyway. So
well, and the other thing that she said that I thought was interesting, and I would guess if she is looking at it right, and if she's correct, I still think it was a little bit different than the way she explained it, but she was um, she was thinking possibly we do know that there were drones there. We have definitely seen small drones there. And that would be one way to tell the difference between which one was on, which one was where, just to verify that the right one was hooked to the shirt. I mean, infrared, whatever that drone could say, okay, model or serial number, whatever, or IMEI number, or whatever it would be, whatever, or I don't know, would those have a
EIN.
IP?
Yeah, I have an EIN.
Yeah, EIN number.
No, that's for your like that's for your IRS.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. The
That's hilarious.
when you get a it's the like the serial number for the wireless connection,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, I thought, well, I mean, that actually could be if they were both loaded and they wanted to confirm that which one was on Charlie.
I don't know. I think if drones were there, they would be there to make sure everybody was in position. Like
Probably.
roof runner, make sure roof runner was there.
Yeah, I just
Make
didn't
sure,
know if you'd caught that where she said that and what you thought about that though. It was definitely an interesting thought.
yeah, I don't have a lot of free time. Like
Right.
it's I'm usually working, I'm cooking food, or I'm cleaning.
Right.
Uh,
Right. When I start running across stuff like that, I'm gonna just start clipping it out, and I'm gonna shoot you clips every now and
Yeah,
then.
that'll help me digest it down. You'd
Yeah.
be doing me a solid because I really don't stay up on it like I should because I've been so busy lately.
Well, and when I think about it, I know there's no way that you're able to look at every piece of social media that comes out, related to this theory. So
Yeah, and I just like I go hard on this. Like when I get something on my brain, I go so deep on it, and
yeah.
I got 4 or 5 things in the works right now, and they've been drawing me away from this. But
Well, I
I've
mean, and it's better, like I said. I mean, your approach. Let's prove this out. Let's not worry about, I hate the word, quote unquote, debunking every asshole on the internet, but just prove this out. To me, that's a much better approach. You're
yeah,
not you're not going to really convince anybody by quote unquote debunking Gary or Lisa knows. Lisa says it is how does she put it, scientifically impossible or something like that, or
a
anyway.
lot of these people are just content farming. You know what I mean? Their
Yeah,
concern is that episode, and then after that episode, they're on to the next thing. Like it's not a
yeah,
continuation of a like a building on something. Like
right,
this is for my own peace of mind. Like
exactly.
I'm just sharing what I'm doing for myself, making it available for everybody else.
I mean,
So
if you were trying to, again, if um,
I mean, I'm still waiting for my
the
check.
check.
Yeah, if Gary could talk to the paid department at the grifters department to check on my check. I think it's
Yep.
in the mail because I hadn't got it yet. But I'm hoping one day I'll get that check and all
Yep.
this hard work I've done for them will
Pay
be
off.
worth it. Yeah,
Pay off big time.
one day.
Let's see. There was something. Oh, so all right. I know that Matt asked you about it today. I don't know if you've seen any of the clips from that or what have you, but Barron kind of took your theory and put a little twist on it. Um, and I heard some of what you said there on Trigger Smart today, but just for anybody else that didn't hear that, his idea is that possibly it was the receiver, not the actual microphone, which is the same size and shape, correct? Same glass
Yeah,
body and all that.
it's almost the same, but the face of the receivers doesn't have as big of a glass body. It has
Well,
like
and
the
what I
face
was
of the
gonna,
receiver has like little output readings for each microphone that shows
Yeah.
you the audio on it.
Well, I was
So
gonna say it doesn't have the big old white O on it, does it?
no, it's
See
way
that glass that's
it's
in the floorboard to me looks like it has that
it
white O.
yeah, it's quite a lot different. And then
Okay.
the receiver, like the whole purpose of the receiver is so you have the two audio sources perfectly synced with video. So to
Right.
have that receiver on a person, like, kind of defeats the purpose of them even using that thing.
Okay, so you would not ordinarily have it like, so I know sometimes, they have them like clipped onto their belt or something, which the wired ones for sure, but I just assumed with the wireless ones that would be the same, but no, like you would just have it over there
No,
on
generally, you have it mounted on a AV switch that's connecting multiple cameras to the audio that you're
okay,
recording, so it's
okay,
perfectly synced because it makes
okay,
editing a lot easier, right? Or you have it hooked to the actual camera that you're recording,
right,
and that's why if you
okay.
see on the receiver has a little audio out, like
Mm-hmm.
a little
I did notice that.
mini 3.5 audio out,
Right.
and that plugs into the camera that's recording the video, and so it's picking up from the two wireless microphones perfectly synced with the
Okay,
video.
so it is, yes, but it has to have a physical connection to the camera to be able to,
That
um,
you can run it where it saves on the memory.
yeah, you wouldn't.
Have to, because the each transmitter has
Hmm.
memory on board. Like,
That's
there's
what
a
I was
big
going
old
to say. It's
there's a big old
redundant, isn't
memory
it?
chip. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you could run without without the receiver. You can still record audio. You plug this thing into USB and it'll transfer off the internal memory.
And
So it's like,
what about live though? Like for a live stream, you could
for a
broadcast, or would it have to go through
live
the?
stream, you would need to have the transmitter hooked up to your audio
Okay,
output.
because
Yeah.
that's the story. I mean, they're saying that they were feeding
Yeah,
it
if it's a
somewhere.
live stream, it makes no sense. It's
Nobody
actually,
knows where.
yeah, if that transmitter is on his person for a
It's not
live
doing
stream
any
audio,
good.
it's not doing nothing. Yeah,
Okay,
it even if it's just on him, it's not doing nothing. There's
right.
just the only way that would make sense if he had the recording device on him, like if he was holding the camera, doing
Yes.
like street interviews or whatever, and he's holding the camera,
Hmm.
then the transmitter could be on him. There could be a wire that goes up to the camera and plugs into the camera. But most people mount it on the camera because
Okay.
it's wireless. There's no reason to have it on you. Like, you put it on the device that the wire is connected to.
I figure you probably would have a little more to add to that. I know when he
Yeah.
asked you earlier, I don't think that's exactly what he had in mind when he asked you the question, but that's what I was wondering is exactly how that works.
The biggest
and
thing, we
what-
don't see it, bro. Like that right side,
Right.
we got the two best camera angles, like
Yeah.
stereo stop vision. You know what I mean? They're like 9 feet apart from each other. We got them dead to rights on that right side. We would have seen any bulge, any movement. Like, that thing's covered. The left side's a different story. Like,
I mean, I
if,
could
if
see maybe if it was on him directly against the skin, and if they had put a couple layers of some type of tape or adhesive, I could see maybe that smoothing it out enough that you wouldn't see like edges of it. But again, I don't see the purpose for it, especially not sitting here talking to you about how it works. I don't know why they would, why or how. I mean,
yeah, and we got, like, Charlie didn't go anywhere like through the vent. He comes out in the vent, he throws hats.
yeah,
You see the AV people mount the magnetic clasp clip microphone on him, and he
yes.
sits down and does the interview. Like, there's, and unless there's like an area of time that I don't have like images for or video
When
for,
would they have put it on there?
his chain of custody of Charlie's movements is pretty tight. Like, there's
Yeah.
no time for them to go and lift his shirt up and tape it to him.
Why
Like,
would he have that taped on him when he got there? I mean,
yeah, it's just, I'm not sure. Like, it don't all pan out for
I
me.
mean, I love
but
Barron to death, and he does awesome
it could
work. And
it could 100% be correct, but I just hadn't seen the data to
Yeah.
make me
don't
believe it.
necessarily understand why, and haven't seen.
Yeah, if
Absolute
I see
proof of
something
it
to the
yet.
contrary, boy, I'll
Yeah.
change my tune. But
Yeah.
I hunted all the pictures of him during the event when I was thinking he had body armor on. I was trying to
Exactly.
find that body armor. I was hunting. So I
Yeah,
know
you think you would have? You think you would have noticed
every
that?
little lump and bump he had, I know about. And
Yeah.
the only things he had on under his shirt was that necklace with the single cross pendant and that
Mhm.
wireless microphone connected with the the magnetic clasp. That was it. That's all there is. I mean,
So
I
what
could
would
be
be your
missing
guess?
something.
What would be your guess? I mean, as far as and I heard you explain that, and of course that makes sense to me too. You know, the tighter the skin and the less fleshy and all that, but it
Yeah.
sure does look like a straight line. Do you think maybe he could have had just something like a pain patch or something on for whatever reason? I mean, I know Baron mentioned that. I mean, like uh, that sure is. It appears to be anyway from the picture a really straight line. So, do you
I
think
don't know.
maybe?
Let's look at that picture, bro, because it's like
Do you
the
have it,
more
or
I
you want me to
look at
pull it
that,
up?
yeah, pull that picture up because the
All
more I
right.
look at it, I'm like, man, this thing is a big hot blurry mess. I
Okay.
could tell people whatever I want that's in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the magic vision things at the mall. If you look at it long enough and cross your eyes, you can see a unicorn running 3D in the thing, but it don't mean that it's necessarily there for everybody to see.
Right. Well, I think that, and give me just a second. I'm looking. I've got it bookmarked here, but you know, I think that it definitely shows um, some type of damage to his body, but the rest of it to me is a little bit more in question. It doesn't look like blood to me, but you know, who knows? All right, let me pull it up here. Okay, and okay, let me share this page. Share
But
screen.
look at you getting fancy.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
gotta do the fancy thing. Okay, here we go. All right, and come on now, add to stage. Oh, let me remove this. That's why.
yeah, something in the way.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Why does X do that? Whenever you go to share something, you can have the picture pulled up, but then when you actually start sharing it, it always goes back to the original page. I don't understand that. Share this tab instead. God. Okay. Now is there any way should be able to zoom on this, right? I can't remember. Can you zoom here? Yeah. There we go. Come on. All right. Well.
How far down is that on his
Really?
X?
It's zooming on my screen, but it's not zooming on the other end.
Is
What
it
about
is it
that?
pinned?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Huh?
got it. I got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna run some enhancement on this thing.
Yeah, it's not even letting my mouse. It's not even like my mouse is scrolling right across the picture, but it's stopping at the edge of it on there. So
Awake. Well, you don't worry about it, Bub. I'm gonna do some
you
special
go.
magic on it.
All right, you do
Uh,
it. Do it.
I'm gonna.
I do think it looks like some type of burn, or what I said was is the only thing, the only argument I can see them coming up with, to me, is going to be something like the worst case of staph you ever saw.
I mean, it looks like rash guard to me from doing jujitsu, where you get like abrasion, where
Yeah, I mean,
you get choked real hard, or you get somebody throw you on the ground, and you end up with all sorts of crazy marks on you from where
right?
you impacted. Like that's what it looks like to me. All right.
You'd think, I mean, I don't know.
But you gotta admit that's a big old blurry mess, right? That
It
ain't
is.
like
It's not the clearest photo, but
yeah.
it sure does look, you know, there's definitely something going on there.
Yeah, but golly, the whole his whole body had something going on. I mean,
For sure.
you see like the
Well, we need to hear from somebody that whatever that was there when he showed up that day, because, you know, from the time he was sitting in the chair and we heard the big bang, he was not so gently, but, you know, let down to the ground on his back by Dan Flood, and then jerked up and carried to the truck. So
yeah.
what happened in that time frame that could have caused it? So yeah, I mean, if it was there before, you would think at some point somebody would come out and say, yeah, that's from whatever, he had it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you know we know that you can see the shockwave travel through his whole body on that side.
Yes.
And you know,
Yes.
it's like if you ever seen pictures of people after they've been hit with soft armor or plate armor, like the shockwave that travels through them, like the bullets stop, but all the energy is still displaced to their body. It leaves like rash and kind of like
that's what I
blood
figure it's from.
blistering, like surface abrasion, like that, way far away from where the impact actually happens. So it's like that cavitation wave moves fast enough where the blood vessels rupture on like the surface of the skin. It's just like getting tossed in jiu-jitsu or getting slapped real hard. You know what I mean? Like, I remember my mama spanked me a few times while I have handprints on me. You know what I mean? Like the outline of her hand to be on my body. And I deserved it. You know,
been there, done that.
I deserved that handprint. That was a lesson. But
Christy, you are correct. We can't trust anything they say at this point. No, them coming out and saying that would have to be accompanied by some type of evidence also. That, of course, would need to be highly scrutinized. Oh, you got it. All right, you got it. All right, sweet. No, that's mine again. Sorry.
Yeah, that's yours. I'm still working on it, Bubba. I don't work that fast.
He's like,
look at that.
It takes time.
Oh, the kids.
Is it starting to pop now? Is it coming out? And
bro, I got you. My agent.
I've been meaning to play around with it myself, but my
agent goes so hard. I go so hard.
Is Claude working magic on it?
Yeah, this is my old Claude agent though. No, this is Opus. This is 4.8.
Oh,
no, I've done trade 4.8 to be a real hard ass. He gives me a lot of. He kicks it back at me. There's some of the stuff he won't do, but it does real good work. Sonnet is the older one. I can do really good analysis with it, but it's a little looser. I have to go and check through everything that it does. But if Opus says something, I'm pretty solid on it. But I always run everything back through Grok also, just to see what he thinks about it, and then I reference it to like actual data that I can find. You just can't take anything for face value off of AI. No. Like, you really got to bounce it off a few different things and then reference to like real world data to make sure that it's within the boundaries of reality, because it can go real wild for you. But for like photo analysis work,
like when
and
you
audio,
ask for a picture of George Washington and he comes back black, I mean,
hey, now we don't know.
Nothing wrong with black people, but I mean, like, I think we got a pretty good idea that he was he was probably whiter than white, you know.
Maybe, I don't know. I never hung out with George Washington.
No.
All right, let's see.
I bet Brian Harpole has. He's done about everything else.
Oh, Harpole. Man, look at this. I'm coming with the heat tonight.
Man, that dude, hey, he's something else. I guess he's only 3 foot tall, you know. He climbed up on top of Charlie on the gurney. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, he's barking out orders to the hospital staff.
Yeah. He did
a Gary's 45-minute seminar, and so he's an expert at all things medical trauma.
Yes. Oh man, my buddy Gary taught me this. Y'all just back up and watch.
I did this 45-minute seminar with Gary's employee.
Oh God. What I love too is, you know, so I went and stood guard at the door. Listen, dude, you literally let your protectee be killed in front of God and everybody in broad daylight, in front of 3,000 people. And you got the nerve to say that you went and guarded the door. Like, I'm sure those people felt so much safer with you standing there guarding the door.
Well, I guess he's trying to sue Canis for ruining his professional reputation. I'm like, bro,
he ruined it.
I think when you let your client die, you kind of ruined your reputation.
Exactly.
I'm thinking when they're looking at your resume, they're like, oh, so who you protected? Oh, Charlie Kirk.
Exactly. No matter what anybody says, in my mind, if I'm somebody that's paying for personal protection, when I look and I say, okay, he's had one person die, that's it. There's
it's
probably
it's like a babysitter. Like, all right, can I see some references?
Yeah. You drowned somebody's 3-year-old at some point.
It wasn't your fault though, because you asked the police to cover the bathtub for you, and they said they got you covered. And oh man. Ooh.
Well, I asked the 5-year-old to watch. He said he had it.
Got me covered.
He got it covered.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll give you a call. Let you know what I think.
Man.
All
Yeah.
right, bro. I brought the heat for you.
All right. Let's see
Let's
the
do the
heat.
enhanced full first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, your redness
Look at
map.
there. Look
Okay,
at
look at
there.
there. So that's basically just taking a color spectrum, highlighting the areas that are red, adding more color to it. That
I
gives
got
you
you.
more idea. And
It gives you more contrast. I
yeah,
mean,
and it's unbiased because it's just looking at a spectrum of pixels, right?
yes,
Your brain will fill in whatever you want to see or whatever you're told. This is just
true.
looking at the pixels, mapping the color, so we can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. Let's go to the enhanced full.
And see that picture there even could possibly in my mind, you make me think that there would be some type of tape or like I said, a paint patch for some reason or whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's just but yeah, sorry. Let me pull up this other one.
Yeah, so
Oof.
yeah,
Yeah.
now we're getting a better view of what's going on. And to me, like it's deceiving because it's his nipples there. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
the nipple is adding to the effect of it.
For sure.
Where to me the thing that sticks out to me is the super red spot that's kind of underneath it would be almost towards his armpit,
Yes. Yes.
which
So
is
more towards his left. Right.
yeah,
What? Yeah, yeah.
right, yeah, and that is a lot closer to where we see that his shirt gets pulled up from
Mhm.
when that object, the circuit board pulls up his shirt collar. We
Yeah.
see that armpit, his shirt like move pretty violently right there. So we know there was like movement in that area that was quick. And
Yeah,
then
you can tell that not only does it go straight across his chest there, but it appears right there as it's right there at the edge of the frame that it also gets taller there. That like it's further up his chest too. It appears by
yeah,
looking at that right there at the edge of the frame. It
yeah,
looks
but it
like
doesn't seem to continue around underneath the armpit. It seems to
no,
kind of like end there.
which
And that
to
looks like
me,
it looks like laceration too, like
yeah,
that to the
that
side of his
spot
nipple.
right.
Yeah,
Yep,
it
yep.
looks like a abrasion, like a scrape from something.
So
Um,
I'm saying, I don't think it necessarily would have had to have been one of those taped in the middle of his chest. I feel like in some way, more than likely the one that was, the one with the magnetic back is probably what caused that in some way. You know,
I just
what,
think that's the lean part of his rib cage, and we're seeing the cavitation cause the bruising, and that's kind of
yeah.
like the redness in all
Yeah,
this area.
whether it's actually a burn or not, I just feel like it's some kind of side effect from, you know,
Man, it just looks a lot like what I would look like after getting beat up in jujitsu.
yeah,
I would
yeah,
get home and take my shirt off and be like, "Oh Lord, I got beat.
yeah.
Look at my chest." Like, you got that gi on, and people are jerking you left, right, and center,
Right.
like fabric getting jerked real hard. It'll leave
That
these
stuff will
type of
mark you up pretty
yeah.
good too.
You'll have these red, bloody
I've
looking
worn
marks
one of
all
them
over you.
before.
Yeah, pajama wrestling is what I call it. You put your
That's it.
pajamas on and you go wrestle with your buddies, and you get marked up pretty good. Um, yeah, but I feel a little better about it now. Now that I've run
Yeah.
some enhancement on it, cleaned it up.
I planned
Especially
on doing that, but I'm a rookie, so I'm
this
glad you did it.
the CLAHE is my favorite. It takes the contrast and like it bumps it up. You can get details, some things that you can't normally see, especially when it's like a really high contrast.
Yeah.
It's really good for his shirt because his shirt was like white on a white background.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to get some awesome footage running that on it.
I may get you, if you don't mind, I may get you to shoot them to me after we get done or something. That's
I sure will.
yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything else, bro? I'm at your disposal. So
I'll make a list.
I'm off the I've been busy the last week. I've been out building stuff. So
You finally going to be able to breathe a little bit?
no, they're calling me back already.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna be very busy for the next 6 months. I got my beautiful Jersey cows out there leaking mucus right now. She dropped her mucus plug. I'm gonna have
Uh-oh.
a calf hitting the
Hey,
ground
baby.
any bit.
Yeah, I know
I
what
had
that means.
I had a dead mangy coyote in my yard the night before. This just before I came and did trigger, I found one of my beautiful kittens chopped in half where a coyote done
Oh
ate it.
Lord.
So yeah, we had to move the kittens inside. It's rough living out here, y'all. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I ain't worried about the musad or whatever. I'm worried about these
Yeah.
coyotes.
That's the way it is at my house. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Some nights you go out there and like even in here in the house, you can just hear them like they're right there.
yeah,
Walk out there, and I mean, it sounds like they're literally surrounded the whole house, because we got those ridges in the back and all the trees, and the way that when they start hollering, screaming, yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
sound just I knew I was gonna do it. I just lost my battery. Give me 30 seconds.
Oh, y'all. I hope you got a hot swap battery. You can hop swap that thing. Oh, it's so quiet. It's eerie.
I'm fixing to reorder that thing as soon as I get off here.
Yeah, bro. You can't be having that.
No, we're all professional and shit till we get to that point.
Uh-huh.
Once we get like an hour 45, all that professional stuff flies out the window.
Uh-huh. It happens.
Yep. Um, yeah, I don't want to seem too professional all at once.
You got to build up to it.
That's right.
Makes
Basic says pulled an Adam. That's what they've been saying to me lately every time that happens. I guess I'm known for I'm the battery going dead guy.
Yeah. Hey, that battery on that vape pen stays charged,
That's
though.
exactly right. Yep. That's exactly right. God, there was something else in particular I was wanting to ask you about. I can't think of what it was now. Let's see. Oh, well, I tell you what, let's do this. I know you've already done trigger and we've already been on here a couple hours. Let me pull up some of these let me pull up these chats real quick,
Yeah.
and we'll see what we got, cuz I know there was a couple questions in there. Da, da, da. Man, they need an easier way of sorting out the super chats. I don't think there's an easy way of doing that. All right, let's see. If there is, I'm just not that professional yet, and I hadn't figured that out.
You need to get with it.
All
Get
right,
with
let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard that mentioned before, but yeah, Miss Debbie, and thank you for the $5 super chat, Miss Debbie. But like to know if he thinks that the jet flew over has anything to do with the sound of the bang.
I don't know. I hadn't detected that, but all my analysis has been in a pretty tight window. I haven't really looked outside of that.
I figure it did have something to do with what happened there. I do feel like it probably was doing, that's the one that was like up at normal height and then like literally dropped down to 200 feet or something like that, and then back up
Yeah.
and did that twice that day. So I figure it was related to, to what happened, but yeah, not necessarily the sound then. Well, yeah, it's definitely a thought. I mean, I tell you what, there's so many little just look, not even considering who it is and how much everybody loved the guy, all that, just literally just standing from the outside like you didn't even know who he was, just looking at this thing from afar. This is still like the best murder mystery, or however you want to, whatever you want to call it. As far as true crime goes, you don't get them that have this many. Nobody could write one this complicated and this.
Nah, it's pretty crazy.
All right, Adriana Jones, thank you for the super chat. With burns and pocket gun possibilities, how can faking be an option? I don't think it is. your thoughts. It's too much evidence. Candace Owens, Barron, you guys. Yes, I'm going. I know you're going to agree, but I do not think that's an option. I'm assuming you don't think faking it was an option.
Nah, man, it's silliness.
Yeah, and now Jesse on Fire's got Alex Jones convinced. I
Oh
seen it.
yeah,
I hadn't seen the full episodes, but yeah, Jesse posted like a 30-minute episode earlier today, and yeah, Alex was like, "Yep, yeah." People told me way up in the government, he's alive. Oh my God,
Alex Jones is the best of sources.
right? Well, and look, especially with the 9/11 thing. I mean, there's been several things that he's predicted, and it has been really spot on. A lot of things that he has talked about over the years have been spot on. Like, why go and just completely throw any credibility you had out the window for something like that? I just don't. I don't understand it.
Get some views on the Alex Jones network.
Yeah, I guess
Charlie
so.
Clerk is alive.
Yeah, I mean, I've already said, to me, it'd be worse to find out that he was alive. It sucks bad enough that he was killed, but yeah, not very Christian, and
Yeah.
it would not sit well with me.
He's
Basic,
sitting back, drinking coconuts, pina coladas while he's watching poor Tyler Robinson going to get the death penalty. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't. That don't strike me as something he would do.
and all the shit that that we've and me way to a way less extent than some of the others, but some of the shit that people have had to go through for this, for the opinions that they have. Basic, thank you very much, very generous, thank you for the super chat. I've caught John's previous interviews, so thanks for all your insights. I can't come up with a question pertaining to 9/10, but what y'all's opinions about the 2017 Las Vegas shooting? Another bunk fed slop narrative? Absolutely, 1,000%.
That was a helicopter with a belt fired machine gun shooting at them folks.
Yep.
That dude was dead before that helicopter even started firing off all those rounds. Like,
absolutely. I think that guy was there to sell some guns to somebody, and he was going to take all those guns and all those bullets out to the desert, because I mean that's what he was known to do. He wheeled dealed guns, and so that's one thing probably, if and when we ever get some closure here, or if people ever get tired of hearing it, which I doubt they will, that's probably going to be one of the first things I go back to.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting. And there's been a lot of people, John Cullen, Ian Carroll's done a lot of digging on it. But yes.
That was sketch for sure.
For sure. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right. Brett Booth, the man. All right, let's see. Thank you for the super chat, Brett. Hey, Adam and John, please address claims that the SUV photos are AI. Why they always do that? I mean, which anymore in this day and age, I guess, you got to question everything, but
the fallback. Hey, AI can't get two things consistent, but we got like 6 photos from this SUV from all different angles, and these specs are all in the exact same spot. You know what I mean? Yes. I could ask AI to make me 3 different images of the same jar, and it'll change it each time. Like, I didn't ask it to change anything about it, and it's going to add something or take something away.
You're talking to somebody that makes thumbnails. Look, I can have a perfect thumbnail, but I need to add one thing. Yeah. And when I say add this one thing, sometimes it will like rewind and undo a bunch of the changes that I made prior, and like just give me just a totally different. Oh my God. I did one that had me and Barron and Matt and Greg in it, and I don't remember what I added, but then all of a sudden when it did it, it had like 3 Barrons in it just randomly, so yeah, I don't know. And then we just talked about the mic or transmitter being strapped to him underneath the other one. Let's see. And Hey, Boomer, I see you in the chat. I don't know how long you've been here, but I asked him about what we were talking about the other night about the trajectory from where it was clipped onto his collar to his neck. Matter of fact, I don't know. We could probably just pull it back up and show it again if you want. If you'll pop
Yeah.
it up there, now that I know she's in here, we'll just show it again.
You're in control, bro. I uploaded it this
Yeah.
time.
All right.
In
Let's
shot
see.
20260623.
Let's see. I can't believe you can remember that.
I'm sitting here looking at it. I can't remember that.
Is
Oh,
that?
that other one.
Oh, nope.
I
That's
told
not
you the
it.
wrong one. Yeah.
Uh,
That one's pretty good. That one gives you an idea, but it's the
yeah.
other one that,
The other one's better.
yeah. It's the one right next to it, I think.
That one next to it is this one.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that is it.
Yep.
All right, Boomer, check it out. This right here shows the trajectory. That rod he's got is literally stuck to the magnet that was, well, the same magnet that would have been on Charlie's shirt.
Yeah, with the same mic underneath my shirt,
Yep.
same spot on his neck, same posture that Charlie had.
Yes, and you can see by the way he's slumped, got his head forward and his shoulders kind of slumped over, that just allows it to just barely catch in that little pocket that it makes there. And that's all you need to get to the jugular.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Boom. You see the battery fall out. See the circuit board sticking out of the collar. Battery falling to the ground. Battery coming out before all the flow. Circuit board you see fall down the shirt. Both.
Boop.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. This is the kind of thing that nobody could catch by watching it a time or two.
Yeah.
But,
it takes
you know,
obsessive compulsive personality.
that's exactly right. But thank God for it, right? I mean,
Yeah, we all got our gifts. God gave me a gift, and I'm using it.
yep.
Better or
I
worse.
like to question things and I like to dig. I never take anything at face value, and never run with the first answer.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but I really like that because that is the plainest, simplest, just the best way you could have showed that trajectory was that right there.
Yeah. Just strap that thing on to take a rod across
That's
your
right.
body. Yep.
Hard to argue with that. I guess I would say you put a bent rod up there, maybe,
Yeah, it's the boomerang rod. Is what
the
it
boomerang rod. I guess that's what Gary will be saying. All right, let's see. Basic, thank you again for this other super chat. 10-full tip. The GOP Oversight Channel has a declassification of Federal Secrets Task Force hearing on mind control and accountability, uncovering the truth of the CIA's MK Ultra project on the 30th. That is a mouthful. That was hard to even read.
That's going to be interesting. We'll get to
But
see
yes.
how they dose poor people, poor Johns in hotels with LSD and watch them
Yep.
see what was going to happen.
Yeah, just see what happens.
Oh,
Yep.
what? Oh, he went crazy, jumped out the window. Darn. All right.
Yep. Collateral damage. He took one for the team. We have to know.
It's for science.
It's for science, exactly. Trust the science. Fauci says, if you go against me, you're going against the science. God, what a cocky little bastard. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, Heather P., thank you for the super chat. Hi, Adam and John. I've been admiring your work from the beginning. That is you, John, from the beginning, and you're doing a great job laying out your case. Keep up the fight for justice.
Well, God bless you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Heather. Let's see what else we got. I know we got a lot of chats in there. That's for sure. I love it. That's what you call engagement. I've been in people's chats before, even if they had like several hundred people in there, they would just barely trickle. Like there's just not that much in there. Not the case here. All right, Dog Nose, support us boomers, damn it.
They
Great
need our help.
stream. Hey, look, especially the boomers that know that there's how I say this, especially the boomers that know, shoot. And I don't blame it on like whenever I say the boomers did it, or I just mean like that generation of people put us in a bad spot. So just because you're 60 years old or whatever, that make you a bad person or even responsible.
Hey, they were getting lied to as much as we were.
Exactly.
They just
Worse, honestly.
they just had that leave it to Beaver mindset. So they just,
Well, look at some of the screwed up stuff. Like TV was almost like propaganda. I mean, it was, but like it just had more of a propaganda feel. They got better at it, but
Yeah.
just like the DDT thing. Don't worry about it. It's good for you.
hey, here's video kids playing in it.
Yes,
Nothing
then
to
with a
worry
water
about.
hosing the kids down with it.
Meanwhile, they're like, hey, you got to take a vaccine for polio. It has the same
Yes.
symptoms as DDT poisoning, but don't worry about that. It's something different. That ain't the same. Animals are getting it too. Doesn't matter. No, the vaccine's going to fix it all. Government's here for you.
I mean, the whole get up under in case the nuclear bomb goes
I
off,
love
get
that.
under your desk. And
Dude,
yeah,
we were still doing that when I was a kid.
Isn't that crazy?
Even as a kid, I'm like, hold up. I've seen them black and white videos of the buildings blowing away. I'm thinking this desk ain't going to do a whole lot for me.
Oh man. Julia Pierce, thank you very much for the super chat. Good to see you here as always. Thank you, gentlemen. You are welcome. You are welcome. I'm having just as much fun as anybody else is. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy just having conversations like this. Screw a bunch of structure, but also,
Hey, that Trigger Smart episode was good though. He had it all lined up.
It was good.
I love
It was
Matt,
good.
man. He's methodical. I like
Yes,
that.
he
about
is
him.
that. He is that. But yes, and I always enjoy having you on too, because I don't know, maybe it's because we both got similar accents and stuff.
Yeah, it's the Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's Tennessee waterfall I got going on back there.
That's right. I seen that. Yep. It's about time for me to get a haircut. If I turn my head a little bit, you probably see some curlies back there. When the neck gets curly, it is time for a haircut. It's been time. All right. Well, there we go. Yes. Wasn't from Boomer, and maybe she did say something too, but either way, here is, since we showed that video, where'd it go? There. Yeah. The trajectory of video really makes a difference in understanding it. It does. It's something so simple, but it does. It really ain't no arguing with that, right? Well, I know you are, I know you worn out, and I know you.
Yeah, I gotta go check on my cow, man. Wait for this calf.
There you go.
Y'all pray for a heifer. I don't need another steer.
Pray for a heifer.
I don't need another steer. I'll take it.
I would
But
take
got a
either
freezer,
one at this point.
I got a freezer full of beef. I don't need any more beef. I got all the. I'm gonna eat steak tonight. I could eat steak every night for the rest of the year, and I would still have meat left. I need a heifer, a little beautiful smoky Jersey heifer that I can milk and that I can breed. That's what I want. And Lord, please keep the coyotes away. If y'all can pray for me, don't pray to keep the Mossad away.
Pray for the coyotes to stay away.
The coyotes away.
Not worried about Mossad tonight. Right now, we got to keep that. Got to keep them coyotes away from that baby.
My little smoky heifer.
I tell you what, I used to get up twice a day, and I'd go out there with a flashlight in the mornings, and I used to milk me an old Jersey cow by hand twice a day. Like I said, you can't beat the Jersey milk. Like,
oh, it's so good. The butter, the milk, the sour cream.
We stuck it one of those big, wide mouth, gallon-sized pickle jars,
Yep.
And
get you about that much cream off the top.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If I could get my hands in front of the camera, 3 or 4 inches of cream on top.
Man, I love
the way
cow.
we made the butter. We just scoop it out, put it in a quart jar, and just shake, shake, shake.
Yep.
And we didn't do the churn thing. We just shake, shake, shake at and boy, I tell you what, the like neon yellow, like
so good.
This butter, what they call butter, is just
it ain't nothing. It tastes like wax once you get
you
used
ever
to
make it.
butter.
You can tell just by looking at it ain't butter.
Yeah.
Like real eggs, you can drop one on the floor sometimes, a lot of times, and it not even break.
Yeah.
So
It makes
and
everything you cook with it turns orange because the yolks
yeah,
are so colorful. Like you get the
yep.
store eggs, it's like you can mix it
Oh,
in something, it'll still be white cake. Like you don't even have to take the yolks out. The yolks just
well,
ain't got
when
no
you
color.
crack one and you put it in there in the bowl, most of the time a store egg, it'd be all pale yellow, but also the yolk, it just kind of flattens out, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of with the farm eggs, it's got a round
Yeah.
yolk,
Stacks.
you sometimes you got to get something and literally stab at it to
Yeah.
get it to pop.
For sure. Yep.
All right, we got one more in here. Let's see. What
Oh, that's a
is
good question. All right.
any
So,
idea how they meant for it to happen?
and
And thank you for the super chat.
yeah, and ideally, I think what they wanted was just for the detonation to go off, his shirt to balloon up, and him to fall over, and then him just to have the small hole in his chest from the jet, and then the damage internally, and then they could go and use that autopsy with just generic language, a hole in upper chest, massive damage on the inside, wound channel this long, copper fragments, and everyone would have bought it. I would have bought it. You know what I mean? Like
As a
I didn't.
30-06
I was
shot.
30-06 impact to the chest. That's what
Yeah.
it would have looked like. It looked like a bunch of power unloaded in his chest, and the only thing that looked odd was the fact that they're telling me he was shot in his neck and that the shirt moved around before we saw the neck wound. Like that's what I couldn't make no sense out of, and that's what got me going on it.
Yeah.
Some steaks.
Yeah. uh, um, shit, I just lost what I was going to say. It was about, oh, yeah, exit wound or no exit wound. If it would have hit him in the chest,
Yeah.
either way, it really wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I could believe that it didn't exit out of his chest. Like that's plausible. Like, all right, I guess that could happen, right? But man, hitting the neck, that's just nothing but just softness there. Like,
Okay, let's not be spamming the chat, guys.
oh boy, you done got it going now.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's funny too. AAR, like maybe that is, I don't know. Your middle name's Aaron. I know that when I
Yeah.
first caught a glimpse of it, I thought Aaron. But anyway, yeah. So, and I appreciate it. I told all of them we were going to try to do this about once a month, and go ahead and plug your stuff real good, and then just make sure when we get off here to shoot me that, and I want to go drop it back in the description.
Okay. Follow the Epicenter, has all my work, all my source files. If I get good analysis, I think it's like court worthy, I upload it on there.
I heard you had the Mossad checking that out.
I got all people all over the world download stuff from there. I've had source material downloaded from it from all over the world. Like
Crazy.
like over 9 terabytes. It's probably close to 12 terabytes now.
That's an unbelievable amount of data.
It's a huge amount. So none of these videos are that big. Like none of that. It's just a lot of it's been downloaded. And I'll be doing a kind of like an overall summary of all my data, all the details of the event, completely uncensored, showing everything that we can't normally show on YouTube and the platforms. And I'm uploading that to my website, followtheepicenter.com, because they can't take it down, they can't delete it, and they can't censor it. And everybody deserves to see everything. So I'm going to make it available, and I'm going to explain it in layman terms so everyone can understand what they're seeing. And it'll be, forever up there as long as I can afford to pay the hosting fee. It'll be up there for everyone to see. And, just we got to name them, and we got to show the truth and not back down. We just have to be brave and stop cowering from, the powers that want us just to be, busy and mindless and shut up and go away. Yeah, it's time for us to take control of our reality. Our children deserve it. Our grandchildren deserve it, because it's only going to get worse if we just keep letting it happen. So we have the ability, exactly right. We have the tools available to us. While we have these tools and we have the ability, we have to strike. The best way to,
I mean, who's to say they don't take them away in the future? Hopefully they don't. But I mean, while we got the opportunity,
it ain't guaranteed. But if we do a good enough job of exposing the truth now, we have a fighting chance in the future. And I just appreciate everyone that's ever supported me. And my business, BlueMountainFarmOK.com.
I saw lots of people in the chat
It's
talking
a
about how good your stuff was.
on farm business. Like everything we make, we made for ourselves. You know, we needed alternatives for this corporate slop that they're killing us with at these big box stores. Everybody needs self-care to brush your teeth or keep your skin hydrated or wash your hair, and you can't trust nothing you buy at the store. Even if it's a good brand now, it's going to be bought by the bad brand, and they're going to start changing the formulation on us. So, you know, we're going against the grain. We do it ourselves. It's all hands on. It's me and my wife out here. God bless her. She puts up with me, and she's a lot prettier and nicer than I am. So
Yeah, that's the way mine is.
She's better to deal with, and she'll bend over backwards for you if you got an issue, if you got a problem. Like, we take care of you. We treat you like family. We make the products for you like you're our family. And you know, we got more things coming out. We're always improving products, and we're always listening to your feedback and making things better. And we appreciate all the support we have. God's blessed us with this, and we just hope that we can continue to bless you and serve you. We're trying to do good works for each other, and I think everybody should do the same thing. We can take care of each other. We don't need these corporations. We don't need the government.
Need them trying to take care of you.
Yeah, we can take care of each other, you know, be it through your immediate family, your church family, or your internet family. Like, we got to band together and take care of each other, and this is all part of it. So
yeah.
I appreciate it. God bless you all. God bless you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Anytime, buddy. I always enjoy it. I like I said, I enjoy it. I've been looking forward to doing it. I mean, I guess it's probably been about a month. So yeah, if we can make it happen once a month, I know everybody here right now would just be tickled with that. So
yeah.
There's so much there that we don't even have to talk about the exact same thing. Even without new developments, there's so much to dig into, to go over with more detail and what have you, that, I mean, there's plenty to talk about. So.
Yeah, and I've been so busy lately, I hadn't had a whole lot of new stuff. But, you know, I think what we showed here was
oh, yeah.
I can show things on this channel I can't show nowhere else. So I appreciate the platform. And, you know, I have things in the pipeline. I just got to put them together. The video is going to be huge because it has things I haven't been able to show anywhere else, even on here. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Getting that out there to get people more questions. If you got any questions or you got something that you think I should look at, hit me up on X, Instagram, Twitter. They're all the same handle. So, you know, just let me know.
You can do that, and for sure, if nothing else, make sure and be sending them to me so I can, because I'll keep track of them, you know, so we can talk about them for sure. Yeah, and what was I know I put it in the chat, but go ahead and tell your YouTube channel again. That way everybody
it's the same, Jon Bray. It's the same across all platforms now. So I have it's uniform.
And then you got the Blue Mountain one too, right? The
Blue Mountain Farm, okay.com. And then our new YouTube, Blue Mountain Living. If you want to kind of get the behind the scenes of kind of my family history and, you know, how we came about starting this whole endeavor and our methodology and our philosophy. And you get to see my beautiful wife. That's worth the view in itself.
For some of y'all that haven't had any kind of experience or dealing with, like, down here in the South where things are just totally different, if nothing else, it'd probably be worth a peek just to see that.
Yeah, it's just a good story. It's a good, wholesome story. You know, we try to do.
Looks like somebody said we need mouthwash in a bigger size, please.
We just got it. So that's where we're back into glass, and there's a bigger size. So
go buy it. Say, hey, Adam sent me, even though you've already been there, obviously. Yep. But yeah, sounds good. Oh yeah, I pulled up that chat there. I got them. Susan was all over that. See, Miss Susan, she's from up there close to DC, talking about you know, taking care of each other. Shit, I about got her talked into Tennessee instead of DC. The way things are going, like, you want to be as far away from all that as you can get.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we'll stay in touch then. One thing I was going to ask you about, I'll talk to you about it later. We might, if you're interested in doing it, do like a little panel. I got a few people that have got like a lot of questions, and if you want to do it, maybe we can do it and live stream it or whatever. But
yeah,
you know, 3 or 4
I'm
hours.
game. Just let me know.
Yeah. I don't want to, you know, I'm not all about these nasty debates that people end up doing, but, you know,
it don't make no
good
difference
conversation.
to me, bro.
Yeah, but
I got a teenager in the house. I'm used to arguing.
right.
So.
Well, what I always say is like the audience is really the purpose of it, and when you get to doing that, the audience doesn't really get anything out of it. So,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about that. All right. All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you. I'm gonna get off here and go. I'm gonna go let the wifey go to sleep, and yeah, you go get you some rest,
All right.
and we'll be in touch.
God bless.
God bless.
See.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. Please like the video if you have not. Please subscribe if you have not. You just heard he's gonna come back here once a month. Jon is great. I love talking to Jon. He is he's just a cool dude, not to mention smart. So y'all guys, like I said, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And then of course we've got lots of other good guests coming up. And that's besides the regular stuff we do every day. So I'm gonna get off here, guys. Y'all have a good night. Have a good rest of y'all's weekend. And I will plan on, I guess, seeing everybody back here Tuesday morning, unless something comes up and I jump on real quick. But we're gonna plan on Tuesday morning. So, all right, guys, I look forward to seeing every single one of y'all right back here real soon. Thanks.